What's up, everybody? Okay, so we should be live on everything right now. I'm actually curious whether I can see through my head here for a minute, because we had some weird transparency issues going on last week. Gonna adjust that webcam just a slight bit there. Welcome in if you're with us on Twitch or YouTube or anything else. Hey, what's up, old one? How you doing today, man? Good to see you. Okay, so we are gonna be diving right back into the Outer Worlds, except for it is not showing, which is an interesting... there we go. There we go. I was like, why you do this now, Streamlabs? Why you do this now? We're gonna dive back into the Outer Worlds. I'm super excited. Like, the last episode, I almost cried, man. Like, I almost cried because of how good the writing was. Like, y'all didn't notice, right? Nobody noticed that when Parvati was talking to us about having a crush and not knowing how to deal with it, that, like, I got kind of teary-eyed. Anyways, it reminded me of dealing with my kids. It really did. So, like, the writing in this game is 100, and I can't wait to see more of it. It's crazy because, like, I don't know, man. I'm just excited. I'm just excited. I am very... Oh, we got a little bit of lag there, but it should be fine. Okay, there we go. See, it's stuff like that. That was Parvati talking to herself about how she needs to stand up for herself more. Which is something real people do. Like, I don't know, man. I'm enamored with the writing in this game and the characters in the game. I'm enamored with the entire game, let's be honest. Okay. So let's see where we left off. Oof, that was a little bit of a load there. I know that we now have the ability to access Monarch. What's up, Morbits? How you doing today? I am doing great. I'm excited to play this game. I wait all week for this stream, guys. I wait all week for this stream. Not just because it's awesome to hang out with you guys, but I love this game and I'm so excited. And I don't play it the rest of the week. That's the whole thing. Okay, so there's Weapon from the Void. We can go looking for some more science weapons. I believe that's what this is. Acquire the science weapon on Scylla. Search for clues. There are the silent voices, which we can travel to a relay. That's actually a good one, I think, for us to do right now. And we also have find Captain Irion on Scylla. And then the Empty Man, track down Reginald Cheney. That's on Monarch, though. So we don't want to go to Monarch yet. Monarch is where the next quest is. We do have the nav key we need to go there. But first, we kind of want to do the rest of these quests. So let's do this one first, since it's on, like, an isolated thing, and then we'll go to Scylla after that. We are doing all the quests. We're not skipping over anything. Did we take time to deal with our inventory already? I can't remember. I think we did, yeah. We're very light right now, so we must have. Although I do still have a security blade, and I'm not entirely sure why, because that's something that I suspect we would have broken down or banked already. We don't really have much need for it. I'm going to go to the captain's quarters real quick and see if we already have a security blade banked. If we do, we can just break that one down. That might be what happened right there. The other thing that was weird, too, was, like, we got something very conclusive when we finished the other planet, but we didn't get anything conclusive on our ship when we finished Roseway, which throws me off just a little bit. It might be because we didn't agree to give that guy his formula. We also didn't kill him or anything. Like, we didn't end it in a very conclusive way. So I'm wondering if that's why we perhaps did not get a conclusive item, like something to indicate that we had finished there. We did discover that we could kind of go back and... Actually, let's do this. Let's pull that in there and pull this out, because we can sell that. Okay, do we have a grenade gun, or is... Yeah, we do. There's a grenade launcher, so we can break that. Do we have one of these shotguns? We do, so we can break that. So basically, what I want to do is make sure that we have everything here set up so that we can either break it or sell it. Selling for anything that's got the little diamond symbol next to it, because that'll give us more value. And then breaking for anything else. Do we have a automag pistol that is not pristine? Yes, we do. Lovely. Okay. And then with this pulse rifle, I believe this might actually be a weapon. Nope, not a weapon I was using. Weapon we're going to break down. Alright. Simple, simple. We break down stuff, we sell stuff, we get ready, and we go on to the next mission.
So you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Okay, Ada, so you like to watch us get naked. We know. We know. You're a weirdo, Ada. You're a weirdo. A robot that likes to watch people get naked. Okay, so let's break this down right here. Also, break down that, I'm assuming. That. Get us some more weapon parts there. We're not going to break down much armor because we basically only brought the armor we need with us. We could tinker some of our weapons here, but I almost feel like it's better to just wait, although I believe we did skill up and make tinkering cheaper. Let's go take a look at that. Right quick. Okay, go over to our skills here, and I believe it's under engineering. Is it engineering, or is it under... It has to be engineering, right? Break down weapons and armor for a 20% chance at an extra mod. 20% chance items you repair will become pristine. No tinker cost change at all. Is that under science? It is under science. Okay, but we do have cheaper tinkering costs now based on our science. And N-ray damage is not as low as it would be. I did find out that N-ray damage is AoE, so that's something we're definitely going to be looking at very soon. That being the case, though, tinkering is just fine here, especially on our sniper rifle. Like, tinkering our sniper rifle just means that we get to engage from further away at a lot safer sort of risk. Woo, there we go. Lovely. Okay, so we can't sell anything on the ship here. The unreliable navigation terminal. I love that.
Welcome back, Captain.
What's up, Ada?
Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact
Not now. We're gonna talk to Wells later. For right now, we want to do this. There we go. Relay GB23. Now, we're going here because Groundbreaker has lost contact with this relay. It's taking out their communications, and they don't know what's going on there. So we're gonna go find out. Question is, who are we gonna bring with us when we go find out? Because we could bring pretty much anyone here. Ooh, Vicar Max has a skill up. What do you have available? Dialogue combat effect duration is increased. That's kind of useful, but only against people, I think. So in this case, it may be better to just give him something else. Threat generation doesn't really seem necessary. Armor rating is kind of useful. I think we'll go with that. I don't really like my companions to generate more threat because we want to keep them alive. By the way, guys, I did adjust the audio settings a little bit, so do tell me if anything's too quiet or too loud. That's something I'm actually very, very interested in knowing. We gotta bring Sam. Okay, we gotta bring Sam. There's no options here. We have to bring Sam. Even though I was thinking I would bring... What the heck is going on up there? Sam just, like, ran over and hit something.
Hey, Captain.
Hi, Parvati. Hello, Sam. How you doing, Robo-Bud? Look at that! Sam is like, I don't use ladders, homie. I just fly. Okay, so I was thinking we would bring Felix and Ellie because they are from Groundbreaker, so if there's somebody from Groundbreaker on the GB23 station, they would know them, and that might give us a story interaction of some kind. So maybe we'll take them after all. Okay, let's transition out. Everything's going good. Let's say Felix and Ellie. Perfect. Terror on the frontier. A mysterious stranger threatens our way of life. The destruction of Emerald Vale. What? I didn't destroy Emerald Vale. I just made it so that people didn't have to live under corporate regime. Come on. Stupid newspapers belonging to the corporations. Ridiculous. Fake news.
Perfect spot for some peace and quiet.
Okay, so we see some robots in here immediately. We're getting red combat markers off of them too, which means that they are hostile. That's barred, so we're not going in that way. We have the option of going left or right. I'm gonna go to the right here first. Don't see much going on there. Curious whether we can interact with that. We can pick this. So let's go ahead and pick this and see what's up. And what do we got?
You gotta teach me that.
Hello, hello. Got some mag picks here. Some ammunition. And what do we have in this terminal? Display unit status, update security routines. Display unit status. Mechanical set to charging routine, mechanical set to patrol designated areas, hostility level, kill on sight, hostility override for owners, active, list of all valid owners, Alexander J. Frey. Interesting. If we had 50 hacking, we could begin the charging cycle, which we don't seem to have, but I thought we did have 50 hacking, so that's kind of weird. We may be suffering from a penalty from withdrawals and stuff, though, so let's go ahead and check. Oh, no, we're just slightly off. We're just slightly off. But if we do this, are we still slightly off? That's the question. Yes, we are. Okay, so let's go see what chems and stuff we have. We may actually have a chem that will boost our hacking a little bit. That would potentially make the difference here. Natural regeneration, all attributes -1, but that's during the crash. Actually, we don't. We don't have anything that'll boost our stats. So we'll have to come back here once we level up or something, which is fine. Take some Purple Berry Punch. Purple Berry Punch, what do? You up body attributes. You up body attributes as well. Plain and pure water. So if we find something that... Ooh, Town and Country. If we find something that will up our hacking here, we can go back there and get that Purple Berry Lunch. What do? Natural health regen. Okay, not what we're looking for. Bit cartridges. Nothing in there. Phrase journal. A beautiful dream. Last night I dreamed, and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, to give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned, and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there, her eyes so full of emotions. I know she feels, but dares not show at work. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying it tight as a scarf on a cold day. So beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth and began screaming. Screaming. When I awoke, I was scared. The dreams are so real now, and this time I recognized a face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my mind about how beautiful she would look with a touch of crimson on her neck. Her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help. Okay. What's up, Stay Puft Gamer? How you doing? This dude is nuts. This dude is nuts. He's got like space madness or something. He wants to put a crimson smile on people's necks. Dude is out of his mind. So far, we have not found what we need to be able to hack that either, so we're gonna wait. I could go in through that door right there and start messing with these bots, but I think I'm gonna go this way first and see if we can find something that'll boost our hacking a little bit, just so that we can try to use the hacking method. Ooh, that's no fun. Those are mines. That seems to be some sort of... Okay, well, we're not deactivating that with the gun, but we can take these mines out. Uh-oh. Trouble. Well, it was trouble. Oh, there's a combat drone way back there, too. Where's my sniper rifle at? There it is. Alright, that's done. Oops. I was trying not to kill the drones if we could avoid it, but sometimes you can't avoid it, I guess. Stay Puft Gamer, man, how you doing over on YouTube? Is everything looking okay over there? I probably should have checked the stream to make sure everything was fine on all the different platforms, but I have not, so... we shall see if there are problems. Hello, hello. Alright. A little bit of damage to us. It's actually making our vision a little blurry. Hey, tactical shotgun. Very nice. Go ahead and reload that. Get my shotgun ready here just in case we end up in any close encounters of the robotic kind. Take some bit cartridges off of those guys and... alright, grab those. Quite nice. Hey, it's a pickaxe. I wanted one of those because we don't actually have one in our collection. We did get some purple berry liqueur, which will increase our personality attributes. I'm not sure whether hacking would be affected by well, it's gotta be body attributes, right? It's gotta be. Phrase journal, escape. I've had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help, help, help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people want, no need, the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright, bright, bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I'd found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. He knew! The whispers told me to end his pain, that he'd tell. He'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place. A place I can be alone. A place with no whispers. So... he started on Byzantium, and he was going crazy, and he basically isolated himself out here on this station. That's definitely... yeah, this guy is loopy as all get out. The question is, did he turn the bots on everyone? Because it seems like that might be the case, since hacking is one of our options. And the hacking override does show that he did override the controls. Interesting. What is this? Alright. Just gonna look in here. Oh, we did get that liqueur. We did get that liqueur. Let's go back and see if we can hack the robots now. What is this? Nothing in there. Okay, I thought we hadn't got that yet, but we have. That looks like an alarm. Maybe when you walk through that electrical thing right there, it just sounds that alarm and lets everyone know you're there. Because the mines are something separate, and those will actually kill you. The mines have actually damaged us quite a bit in the past. Okay. To make this work, what we need to do is potentially put this and this into our inhaler, and then take a puff. Bam! Inhaling all the liqueur. There we go. Begin charging cycles for all units. Okay, so what that's going to do is shut down all of the bots in the facility. Which may not actually kill them. It may make it so that we have to go take care of them. But that's okay. It's still... oh, it's barred from that side, so we still can't go this way, which is fine. Get our sniper rifle out, make sure that it's nice and loaded and ready to go. All of the bots should be asleep now. We should be able to just kind of walk by them. Which is interesting, because I wonder if we can finish this without destroying any more of them. That would be a very interesting outcome from all this. We also have the option of going through here. I'm more inclined to go through, like, the secret ways like this, because you're just going to find more stuff. And I'm all about finding all the stuff. Although we do have to watch and make sure there's no mines or anything crazy in here. Let's pick this open, see what we get. Armor parts, bit cartridge, vortex mace. That's a nice thing to break down. And a stun baton ultra. That's got to be different than a regular stun baton, so that may actually have been a nice little find there. Hello, robots. Okay, they're all sleeping. All the robots have been put to sleep. We are free to investigate this area as we please. Just hopping around, making sure there's nothing fun up top here that we might want. Alright, dead robot there. Alarm there. Oof. We do not want to wake the robots up. Knock you out bar? Deep fried Sisty Bits. That is disgusting. Got some brine. Corporate Service Award. That's just junk we can sell. Blueberry Crunch. All sorts of goodies in here. All sorts of hacking goodies. All sorts of consumables. It's a nice little find right here as far as restocking stuff. We dumped all of that stuff on the ship too. We had a ton of it already. Okay. Examine this. Phrase journal, the source. The whispers have a source, and I have found it. I have taken refuge on an orbital relay station. It is smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. The whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free. So it sounds like they only want to kill rich people, so I'm not sure this is a problem. As I made this place livable, or as much as it can be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices traveling through the aether to reach me, calling out to me to help them, alone, lonely, needing my help. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the aether and no more whispers. They fell silent. This was not me. It's not. I am not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the aether trying to make me hurt others, but I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. I have already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the Whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and coworkers so much, especially Delilah. This dude is nuts, so... Let's see, what do we have here? Compass. Everything looked good in there. Heavy construction gear. That's decent armor. Deadeye assault rifle. So a lot of this stuff we can break. We're just going to break the security blade. Take that. Break the Deadeye assault rifle. We've already got one. Ooh, we got a Whisper Quiet muzzle from that. Being able to recover those mods is actually going to be very, very nice, I think, in the long run for us. Hey, there's a thing up there that we can't quite reach. Let's see if we can find a way up there to grab that, because there might be some goodies in it. It looks like an ammo container, honestly, though. Yeah, it's just ammo, but you can never have too many bullets, right? Hello there, Robot. I am not going to shoot you because I do not need to shoot you to get past you. Although I could shoot you for the sweet, sweet XP. Let's see. Bins? Nah. Oh, that's a SAM unit. We found another SAM unit. I wonder if we can take parts off of it or something. That would be nice. Make our SAM unit even better. Armor parts here. Let's see. Antibiotics. That's great. Antibiotics, except for it's antibiotics because it's from Auntie Cleo. That's hilarious. Love it. Okay. That room seems mostly clear. This is a pickable room. Let's go ahead and see what's up in here. And opening the door. What do we got? Got some bit cartridges, a bypass shunt, and a nice little ladder up to somewhere else. I think it's better to take a look in here first. We can go ahead and remove the bars from the doors so that we can traverse the station just a little bit easier. Oh, is this him? No, this is Ellie.
Diagnosis, but he's definitely dead.
Or no, that's not Ellie. Ellie's telling us about him. This is Frey. What in the world? Okay. I was so wrong. The Whispers did not stop. Not. They have returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson, bright crimson, beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this. End. Forgive me, Delilah. So, basically, he killed a bunch of people here on the... Ooh, silencer. One-handed melee weapon that causes bleeding. Also could have been called the Speedy Bleedy. I love that. Okay, so we got automag pistol there as well. What's going on that counter? Not a whole lot. Guessing we can use this to turn the relay back on. Also curious what he did with the staff people here, or were there just not staff? Was it mainly just robots maintaining everything? That is the question. Standard trooper helmet available here. We can go ahead and pick that up. We'll probably just end up breaking it down later, but it's always worth grabbing stuff just in case. That's all fine. Not seeing anything special up here, but I did want to come look. Just sort of some extra ammo and things. Alright, time to turn the relay back on. Junlei's gonna love us now. Activate the relay transmitter. Complete. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oops, wrong button. We have reactivated the relay transmitter. We can go back to Junlei and we can get, you know, a little bit of experience, probably some money. Return the data back up to Edna on the Groundbreaker. Or, if we really want some... It's been great, Anna. How are you doing today? Is the audio on the stream okay, by the way? Like I asked earlier, but nobody really responded. I made some changes so that my voice would come through a little bit clearer. I'm just wondering if it's, like, painfully loud or anything like that. Let me know. So do we scrap the bots for XP here? We don't have to, but we can. If we take all the bots out, we'll get a little bit of extra juicy XP, but at the same time, it's not necessary. Nah, let's not do it. This is a Groundbreaker facility. Hold on, that's the deciding factor. This is a Groundbreaker facility, so we're not going to destroy the bots, because that would be messing with Groundbreaker. And we like Groundbreaker, so we're going to leave that alone. Let's go head back to Groundbreaker and turn this in, or we could head to Scylla first. Let's head to Scylla first. We'll head to Scylla first, and then loop back to Groundbreaker afterwards. We did get a unique mace there that's kind of fun. We are... Yes, they are. We're heading to Scylla next. Let's do that. We've already been here once before, but the last time we came here, we were ill-prepared for what we encountered, and it was not a good time. We got wrecked pretty badly. Let's see. Woo. I think this time we'll take Sam with us. Actually, let's take Felix and Sam. We need some heavy firepower on this planet. We had a rough time here last time we came here. Refabricated living, just like home. Oh my. That actually, okay, but that reminds me of the saloon in Fallout New Vegas. Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing today, man? Is my audio coming through? Like, it's weird. Like, I keep talking to people, but nobody responds, so I'm not sure if the audio's... Well, I guess Old One said I'm good earlier, so that means it's got to be coming through okay. I'm just worried because I messed with audio settings, and sometimes Streamlabs OBS is not consistent in the way that it handles things. I'm gonna check the dock here a little bit, make sure that there's no goodies to find. Okay, no goodies to find, let's move forward. Oof. Alright, we'll go right here, come off of the docks this way. Got some kind of garbage heapy stuff to look through over here. There may be goodies hidden away. There are indeed. There's some Adreno, more inhalers, and a mag pick. We love the mag picks. They let us steal all the things that are valuable. Oh, it occurs to me that when we robbed GB23 of everything we could find, we were basically robbing Groundbreaker. No fun. Can't tell you if YouTube is working, but Twitch is fine. Right on. Thank you, Old One. Appreciate that. Audio's good. Thank you, Anna. I forget there's a delay. It panics me sometimes because, like, I'm not a full-time streamer anymore, so I make some very, very big mistakes sometimes. Okay, let's turn that thing down. Hello, can we vend to you? We would love to sell you all of the pristine things. Would you like to buy this? Yes. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Lovely. So that gives us a few more bits to spend. They are bits. I actually remembered that. Haha, my memory does work sometimes, guys. Just barely sometimes. Okay, Elite Trooper Armor Gold. Let's see. We've got a Sure Grip here. Toughened is okay. Super Scoper 2000 applies a 6x zoom scope to your weapon. And a critical damage barrel. So this to me looks like it should be going on our shotguns, and this right here feels like it should go on our sniper rifle. Unfortunately, we can't actually afford it, so I'm just gonna have to wait. I want to keep my eyes open for the N-Ray mods, though, because N-Ray stuff is OP, basically. N-Ray is AoE damage, so if we can get that, and we can skill up to the point where we don't lose that much damage for switching a weapon to N-Ray, we will be set. I wonder if we have to, oh no, there's a switch right here. I was like, do we have to hit the switch and run to the platform? Because we can do that. Interesting. Workbench discovered, so there's a workbench right here. Sam unit kills 44.99% of germs dead. Good job, Sam. You just keep doing you. Oh boy, okay. So these are enemies. I'm just gonna let this guy come over. Boom! Shotgun to the face. How you like them apples? Oh, there's a lot. There is a lot of dudes here. A lot is an understatement. Okay. Alright. Rifle, where you at? Boom! Headshot! Haha. Oh, Sam gonna take care of this last guy. Sam ain't playing no games. There we go. I am doing quite well today, Mark. Quite well, minus kind of stumbling into that fight right there with no idea what was going on. Okay. So this is definitely a hostile area. Just in case nobody realized that, because, you know, I didn't until there were people trying to kill us. Ooh, toss ball. Hey, what is this? A corner of the faded broadsheet is reserved for a Circus Time sponsored advertisement. Circus Time announces Primal Performance Tour. Come one, come all. Circus Time is about to turn your community into a circus town. Our patented primal performers can dance, sing, eat, and dance. Okay. What to feed the primals? 2 bits for a bag of sprat tails. Want to take one home? Ask our lawyers. Want to be part of the meet and greet retreat? Look into pricing for our premium primal pack. Keep your eyes to the sky. Primals are coming. Under no circumstances should primals leave their enclosure. Primals will consume human flesh. Undetected primals should be reported to the nearest circus time authority. Do not expose primals to gunfire, loud noises, or harsh language of any kind. Primal musk is toxic and mildly corrosive. Do not submerge body parts in primal musk. Circus time employees will never instruct guests to interact with primal musk ever. Okay. So, that's why there's primals on Scylla here. It looks like they were here as part of a circus time show. That sort of seems like you're playing with fire, though, from what we've seen of the primals. If you guys remember, the primals are the first thing that killed us in this game. Like, they just tore us apart on Edgewater. Alright. There we go. Take some loot here. Looks like a crashed lander, perhaps. Got some armor parts. What else is in here to be found? That guy's body is here to be found. Got some weapon parts off of him. That looks like a way we can kind of sneak forward without being noticed, which might be a useful way to approach enemies here. Although it does kind of look like we wiped out everyone, so there's not really anything to be concerned about. Wow. Yeah, everybody's just dead. Dead with things to be looted. That's the way I like people. Okay. What can we get up here? A couple things of ammo and some consumables. Now this is actually a great spot for us to kind of scout ahead. Oh, hello Sam. Hi there, buddy. Sam is not a very quiet friend. Oh, look at that little sprat. That's adorable. Wait, what did that say? Rabid sprat. Okay, so those are actually enemies. Good to know. Not seeing anything further out there. Oh! Okay then. Broke my legs, don't mind me, I do that a lot. My character's legs should just be like mechanically reinforced at the rate that I break them. Ooh, plasma rifle. Hello, hello. So let's see what is over here now. I'm gonna kind of... Oh, there is a target. It's probably just the sprats though, I think. Yeah, it's the sprats. Okay, so the sprats over here are rabid for some reason, which is sad because they're cute little critters and I don't really want to have to kill them. But it looks like that's the way that it is going to be. Hello, little sprats. Where are you? Oh, okay, you're a fast little guy, aren't you? Boom! Oh, they're tough, too. Look at that. That took quite a few shots. He's still not dead. Oh, they are tough little buggers. I did not think there was ever going to be a point in this game where I needed to unload with an assault rifle into an army of sprats. Okay, that was just not something that I foresaw in my future. Wow, you think you know a guy. What did I do, Mark? Okay. That was not my intention. I did not think that there would be an army of rabid sprats that required me to use an assault rifle. Okay. Firefly battery, all good. It's so hard to see. Like, I swear we need a Pip-Boy light in this game. We really do. That's the one thing I feel like is missing. I even tried a mining helmet at one point because I was like, that's got a light on it, right? That'll help us see in the dark places. But not so much. Not so much. Interesting. Not sure where this leads. Got some big majiggy up there that we can look at. Alright. Big open area. Lots of potential threats down here. Gonna probably not go this way just yet. I'm gonna finish exploring the top of the platform before we go on, and while I'm at it, looky, 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 what is this? Dead combat drone. Is there anything near it that we can use? Not really. Interesting, though. We are kind of down below the platform now, in this sort of hidden area. Usually we find pretty cool stuff out here, but this may just be me exploring way too much and finding nothing. Because that's what it's looking like so far. Yeah, that's what it is. Although... Okay. Yeah, we didn't find anything really substantial. Fear the cute. It's like that. It's like that. I was like, okay, they're sprats. It'll probably take one shot to put them down. This is no big deal. It feels bad, man. Feels bad. And then, like, they rushed me like an army, and it was like, okay, pull the assault rifle out. We gotta put him down. Although I guess it makes more sense. I should have just pulled the shotgun out. I bet the shotgun will, like, one-shot the sprat army. Okay. This to explore. Going up. Sam, you don't have to follow me, man. You don't have to engage the jump jets. I know you're going to, but I'm just saying, it's not necessary. Oh, you hear him jump jetting behind us. Here he comes. Hello, Sam. Another battery up here. Not a whole lot else. There are some nice sniper spots here, so maybe if you, like, sneak through, you can get up here and just snipe everyone. I bet you, though, if you really tried, you could sneak through the entire camp without killing anybody. I am more than willing to bet that that is actually something that was intended if you so chose to do. But we have guns, we like to use them, it's no big deal. Retrofitted heavy power armor, that is something we can break down right away, we don't need it. We just got armor parts, though. I was hoping we'd get some mods there. Armor mods seem to be harder for us to locate than weapon mods as of right now. Like, we haven't been able to consistently find meaningful armor mods, I don't feel like. So, if we can get some of those by breaking down armor, that's going to be a big improvement for us. Do not fall off good, you will break your legs. That is my favorite pastime in this game. We break our legs every day, but we're trying not to. We're trying to be better about that. We don't have robot legs yet. Just take everything out of there, and here is something we can read. Ringmaster's log, circus time, primal performers. Predictably, our primal passengers broke free shortly after landing. I said this would happen after the enclosure malfunction. We hushed up on Byzantium. Who cares how many tickets we sold? That woman lost an arm. The first and second recovery teams never returned. The only way I can convince the rest of the crew to form a third team is if I join them. I'm management. Architect, erase them. I'm not supposed to face this type of hazard. I'm leaving this journal with the ship in case we don't return. To any Circus Time employees reading this, immediately hand this device to your supervisor and stop reading. Circus Time supervisor, our plans to present the primal performers were premature. These creatures cannot be tamed. The next time marketing wants to present an actual circus, make one of them lead the damn thing. Yeah, so that's something anybody could have told them. I mean, it sounds like he kind of knew already that primals were not a thing to play with. We know that because they basically destroyed us early on in the game. Hello, Magpick. God, it's good that these things light up, otherwise we'd never find them. It's so dark. It's so dark. Is it that dark on stream? Do you guys see it better than I do? I don't know. Like, I might turn the brightness up a little bit because we can't really find stuff that's in dark, dark areas. Like, I like to play with it being darker because I feel like it makes it a little more fun, but at the same time, if you can't find things or see clearly because it's so dark and there's no way to, like, counter that with an in-game light mechanic, then you just kind of have to adapt. And in this case, I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's take a look real quick at our light. Brightness would be under UI, maybe? Notification duration, no. It's probably under graphics, right? Why didn't I see it? Oh, here it is, it's gamma. Let's turn that up to like 40 maybe and see how that does. Yeah, that's better. That is way better. I can already tell just by the icons there. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, cool. I just had it way too low. I was trying to make it too dark for the fun of it, but it is definitely better now. Lovely. Yeah, it is a bit tricky to see, right? Entire game no kill. This being an Obsidian game, I'm almost 100% sure that that's an option. I can almost guarantee you that there is an option to play this without killing anything. Maybe. I mean, it's tough, too, because there might be... You might have the caveat of having to have some of your, like, companions kill stuff for certain quests. But so far, I don't know that we've found any quest that specifically required us to kill anything. Okay. Oh. Good morning, Bee. Bah. Let's see. What do we have here? It's always interesting when we find little structures like this, because I'm always thinking there's something there. There's got to be a loot or a thing or something. This is just the starting platform. We just looped around to it because I thought there were things here. Can we get back up? Can we hop the mountain? Come on. Come on, don't Skyrim me here, game. Let me hop the mountain. Come on. No. Mark says hi, BB.
Hi. Listen, you need to put donations on your stream.
Oh, do I? You're killing me over here. Jesus.
Want the paper? You can show them how much my book.
No, that's okay, B. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was... You can make a little graphic if you want, B, and I'll put it up on the stream. How about that?
No, it's okay. I was just kidding.
Okay. Jess is worried about nursing school. She got her book list yesterday, and like...
$1,092 for the first term!
Yeah, we have some money saved to help cover the expenses of her going... Oh, that's a primal. Of her going to nursing school, but it's still more than we kind of expected. He's just not aware at all. Like, he doesn't even know we're here. Good. You stay in quiet mode, Sam. We're gonna try to pop this guy off right in the face at short range with a shotgun. Hello. Boom! Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. We didn't kill germs, we killed primals. Let's see. Combat drone's dead here as well. My phone is buzzing crazy right now. Sorry, folks. I keep glancing down. Because usually when I go live, like, I'll pay attention to see if somebody is, you know, mentioning something or gonna come by or whatever. And it's buzzing a little bit right now. But I'm having fun. I am not looking at the phone anymore. This is just... I love this. Okay. So that was a great encounter with that primal right there. That's better than I expected. I want to look at the map real quick. Because we're kind of skirting the outskirts here, just sort of investigating everything. There is the terraformer over there. Oh, this is a lot smaller of a planet than I realized. Jeez. Okay, phone, stop. I've had enough. He looked kind of peaceful. He did look kind of peaceful, Anna, but you know. You were here for the first one of these, weren't you? Like, they will eat my face. They will do it. They don't care. They do not care one bit. The primals will nom-nom my face like it's a breakfast snack. Oh, does it, Sam? Because I think power armor prevents an early onset of death. Let's see. Can we get a little post up here? See if there's any targets down there. Looks pretty clean. Not seeing a whole lot up there. Okay, so let's go around the back here. This is actually a really interesting approach. We're kind of walking the perimeter of the map and assessing threats before we go into the inner parts of the map. See, like, that is a primal behemoth right there. That is no bueno. There's a primal hunter over there. I mean, we could kind of deal with them from here. It might actually be safer. But I can't get a headshot on the behemoth here, so there's really no reason to engage. Headshots on those guys... Oh, come on. Come on. Permanently crippled. Found a flaw. Oh my god. No, please. No, please. Your legs have been damaged too many times and your movement speed has now been permanently lowered. You are unable to dodge. That is a huge flaw, guys. A huge flaw. Do we want to take this one or not? Are we going to do the all flaws playthrough where we just take every potential flaw? Because we can. I'm going to let you guys choose. That is a huge flaw, though. We move 30% slower and we are completely unable to dodge. Thankfully, I suck with the dodge mechanic anyway, so I mean, maybe we're not losing that much. I don't know. We get 1 perk point for that, though. I'll let you guys decide. That is a... Ooh. The other ones were, but this one is kind of, ooh, that's harsh. That is a very harsh flaw. This was inevitable. Yes, it was. We needed robot legs. I'm telling you, we needed robot legs. While you guys go ahead and make your decision, I'm going to check these messages and see what's going on with my phone. It's really there are some interesting things in life. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. You have any perks you need? The movement alone is a no-go. Right, name? Okay. No, I've got 2 votes for no. There's not any perks that we need enough to give up that movement speed. I mean, that literally... The thing about the movement speed is it doesn't just affect our combat, it literally makes it so we traverse the map slower, which makes me want to reject this, because it just means the entire playthrough is going to take 30% longer. Yeah, too much lost. Okay, good. Let's reject that one. Let's reject that one. That is insane. On another playthrough, maybe. God, you know what's crazy about that too is that dodge on a melee character seems like a super important thing. Can you imagine if you were a melee character and you took that flaw? Like, that's just oof. That's oof right there for me. Hello, Primal Behemoth. Can we get a headshot now? Are we actually at angle for it? We're close, but we're not quite there. Oh, there's a robot. There's a robot. It's a hostile robot. We almost kind of backed right into it. Okay. You guys ready to gun down a hostile robot? On the count of 3, we're going around this corner. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh, that didn't work. That did not work. Oh, there's more hostile robots. Nice dropkick, Felix. Oof. Holy moly, that's a lot of hostile robots. Are Sam and Felix both down? Oh, I think they are. I think Sam and Felix are both down right now. It's just me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It is just us, guys. Just us. Whew. Yeah, the floaty rocks are gorgeous. Ah! One in the arm, one in the face. Okay. Sam and Felix, are you guys alright? Where are you at? Oh, man. They charged out and got killed immediately. Okay. That was not what I expected. And that electronic assault rifle is not doing too good for us, in my opinion, anymore. I think that thing is kind of dated now. Because it didn't do much of anything. We unloaded like a full clip into that robot, and he was just like, what's up? So that's probably not a good thing to be using anymore. Do got a better angle on this primal right here. Looks like a headshot there, although it's hard to tell. We need a better scope. I think that's a headshot. Alright, let's give it a go here. Get him from some big range. Boom! Headshot. Boom! Leg shot. Slow him down. Oh! Oh no! They chucking things. Shotguns out, baby. Boom! Felix, what you doing, bud? Okay. You draw that fire, Felix. I'm coming in. Alright, cool. Sam is such a tank, though. Look at him just rush out there and be like, sup? Robot Sam here. Okay. Managed to clear all of them out. Is there any goodies over here? Was that even worth? Or did we basically just fight them because they were there? Well, that's obnoxious. We fought them because they were there. There wasn't really anything to gain from that. We got a little bit of primal flesh. I'm not sure what good that does, though. Okay. Guess we go explore this facility now. There's supposed to be a science weapon somewhere here on Scylla, so that's basically what we're here for. That and, like, a quest. We'll see if either one of those things really comes through, though, at this point. Man, those robots were scary, though. Like, the robots were tough. They were worse than the primals. This is an abandoned mining outpost here. So far, we haven't even found a building that we can enter. Ooh, there's one. Vending machine discovered. Where at? Hello. Okay, so we have a sure and straight barrel, range weapon spread minus 25%, range weapon sway minus 80%. I feel like if you put enough of these on a shotgun, you basically just create like a shotgun sniper rifle. Space Gorillas, no! I know, I like the space gorillas too, but they dangerous. They kill us. They not nice. They not nice. Okay, that's a thug kit, which is an interesting name for a melee weapon kit. Can we sell anything here? Anything worth selling? I mean, honestly, we can sell a lot of our excess stuff. Most of this stuff we can just flat out sell. Like, we could break them down for parts too. But I'd honestly rather sell them at this point because we're always really, really light on bits. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but I have. We have no bits, like, ever. Anything in here worth selling? Leadership skills on that one. It's kind of nice. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so there is a door into the mining colony right here. Let's go check that out. Oh, I was hoping that was goodies there. Hello, mining colony. We'll take that Adreno, got a necklace, some heavy ammo. Mandibular Rearranger. This is a science weapon, so we did find the science weapon here. You go take a look at that. The Mandibular Rearranger. This weapon was created by an unknown and possibly quite deranged scientist. Exactly how it works and why is a mystery, and it has never been duplicated. One-handed melee weapon with a stagger effect. So of course we have to try it now. We have to try it. There's just no other option. We need something to hit with it, though. And, like, I gotta be honest, the idea of getting close enough to a primal to use this is terrifying. Like, that just seems like a recipe for death. But we can try. We can try. Okay. What else do we have here? Some bit cartridges and a terminal. Messages. Preliminary survey results. We've completed our initial survey, and I have to admit that your hunch was right. I owe you lunch next time I'm on Terra 1. We barely started our survey before we uncovered a mineral vein with high densities of yttrium and scandium. There's a limit to how much my team can extract in these pressure suits. Get us a terraformer and some prospecting mechanicals, and this little venture of ours is going to make us all rich. Hope the weather on Terra 1 isn't getting you down. I hear our permanent facility on Hephaestus is almost ready for habitation. Day 127. Thanks for rushing us that replacement part, Linda. My team got the former repaired, and it's busy churning... Oh, got the terraformer. Okay. Got the terraformer repaired, and it's busy churning out O2 again. Did you have to send one loaded with seed stock? Dang grasses are triggering my allergies. Survey efforts continue. That initial vein ran dry quicker than we hoped, but we are getting promising results from other locations. Density of scandium lower than first sight, but yttrium still at respectable levels. We had a board team out here last week scanning for signals from the Hope. We could all guess the results from how unhappy they looked. It's been 3 years since the board classified the ship as missing. You'd think we'd be over it by now. See, that... I feel like the Hope got hijacked by our good friend that saved us. Science weapons are a little underwhelming. Who owns the terraforming place? It's got to be one of the board members or something. Hephaestus, maybe? Not sure. Let's see. Congratulations on your promotion. Youngest full VP in company history. Just promise me you won't promote that drill bit Needham to replace you. Bad news, Lynn. All the sites within the former's dome have run dry. The mechanicals are bringing back good samples from beyond the retention field. I'll be sending you a requisition for a hauler to relocate the terraformer closer to the new site. Sorry, guys. I got to adjust a little bit. My back is starting to hurt. My team heard that you arranged for some circus time traveling show to stop at our base. Fix the webcam because I had to move a little bit. My team heard you arranged for some circus time traveling show to stop at our base. It was a big boost to morale. We can't wait for some entertainment out here. Denial of site relocation. Thackeray, your request for site relocation on that useless rock is denied. You've had over a year to generate a profit. If you haven't done it by now, it's not going to happen, and Evers is too busy to hide your incompetence. I don't want to hear any of your absurd excuses either. The terraformer failure was bad enough, but this drivel about primals running loose and damaging your equipment is the limit, the utter limit. Do you hear? Operations at your site are terminated, effective immediately. I've got a new site in mind for you, one of the rocks orbiting Hephaestus. Temps are a cool 170 Celsius. You'll love it. Need 'em. Okay, so basically the primals came here, started destroying all their stuff, and then they couldn't get any more minerals out, so the corporations abandoned this site. All logs written and stored on this terminal are the property of Hephaestus Mining Corporation, so that's the corp. Employee logs are subject to review by management and security at any time without prior notice. Please select the log you wish to view. Happy birthday, Julia. A visiting board team reminded me of the date. We should be celebrating your 42nd birthday today. I'd try and get you drunk with the latest Rizzo's concoction. You turn up your nose and say it was nowhere near as good as an earth wine. I don't know where you are, big sis. It's been 13 years since you entered hibernation, since the Hope started its journey. I don't know what happened, why you never got here. If the architect is kind, you didn't suffer. I think about you all the time. Every time one of the big interstellar conveyors blazes past, I look up and hope. Hope. Whoever named that damn ship should take a walk in the aether. I'm so sorry. I never should have convinced you to sign the indenture contract and join me on Halcyon. I'll never stop thinking about you, Jules. Please forgive me. Ask about Sublight. Ask Linda for info on this Sublight company. That freighter captain claimed to work for them. Very strange ship. No corporate branding or colors. The captain didn't want to wear an approved uniform. Dealing with him left me feeling out of sorts. Had some interesting items for sale, though. Can't shake the feeling that they fell off the back of a conveyor. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before we discovered the dang thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits on Harris's cart. Looks like some strange tech. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Interesting. So Hephaestus is just another one of the corporations. As far as we know, they are just as bad as every other corporation, especially given this. Like, basically what we see here is that these people were out here mining for Hephaestus, trying to make the corporation money, and the corporation sent the primals here as an entertainment thing, and then when the primals went haywire and started killing everyone and destroying everything, the corporation was like, why aren't you making us more money? Which is really crappy. This building is sealed, which is very strange, because they do have a regular door, one that we would expect to be able to enter, versus one of the, you know, doors that are different styled and we know we can't enter those. So I'm wondering if there's another way in there, maybe? It's very interesting, because normally we would be able to enter that kind of door. And when it's sealed, it usually means it's barred from the other side, but I don't see a way for us to get in there as it is. I mean, maybe I'm missing something and there's another building we can... Yeah, we can't get in there. Is there another building here that we can get into that will take us into there? Yeah, see, these are the doors that you know you can't open, based on style alone. Alright. Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, Hephaestus is terrible. They sent the primals here as entertainment. The primals break loose and murder everything and destroy everything. And then they go, hey, you guys aren't making enough money, so we're abandoning the venture and we're moving you somewhere else. So yeah, Hephaestus so far... Whoa! I don't know what that was, but okay. Hephaestus so far is just as bad as any other company that we found. What's interesting here, though, is that they said the Rearranger was broken, that it didn't actually work, and that maybe a scientist could fix it, so I don't know if maybe we bring it back to Wells if he can fix it. Also, the thing that I find really, really crazy here is that everybody's talking about how the Hope has been gone for like 13 years now. Right? The Hope is the ship that we wake up on, that Wells wakes us up on, and Wells tells us that he saved us and brought us out of cryosleep, but I'm telling y'all right now, Wells abducted that ship, and he's using that ship to unfreeze people and send them after the corporations. That's the feeling I've got. I don't trust him at all. Don't trust him one bit. So we have an advanced defensive helmet here. We've got a Mr. Acid, which makes melee weapons corrosive. That's nice. Shock armor, physical armor, ranged weapon spread -20. So the shock armor right here is pretty nice, but I don't want to spend all of our money on it right now. Can we sell stuff, though? Selling stuff sounds good. Let's do that. Let's sell junk. Okay, we're up to 1,700 bits. Still not quite that much. We definitely need a better reliable method for generating bits. So yeah, I'm very curious whether Wells is actually a good guy. I don't think he is. I think that Wells is playing games with us and that we're basically pawns in whatever war he's waging on the corporations. Which is, you know, I'm not pro-corporation in any way, but at the same time, I'm also not pro being a pawn. Oh, my back feels so much better. I'm glad I adjusted that pillow. There we go. Hello. Plasma carbine. I believe that's just the shotgun we have. We can break that down, but we'll probably sell it instead. Breaking stuff down is yielding mods, which is interesting, but at the same time, it is not generating bits for us, and we seem to be at a shortage of bits every time we find a vendor we might want to buy something from. And that to me is kind of problematic. So I think I'll be selling a little more than I'm breaking down in future just to try to generate some more bits for us to have to be able to get new mods and things like that. Hello, that is a workbench. We can do some modding there, for example. Ammo. We have this building here we can enter, and I feel like there's gotta be a building that has like underground access that will take us to that other building we found that was sealed. But so far, we have not had any luck with that. Yeah. It's not gonna be in here. I had hoped that this would have like a way down and that would lead us over there, but that does not look to be the case. In fact, there's really nothing in here. Huh. Just an empty location. Oh, we could sleep if we wanted. I'm not sure what benefit that would actually... Holy behemoth! Do you guys see that? You see that giant behemoth off in the distance over there? That is a... Oh, what the... Sam! Come on, man. Yeah. There's a mega primal right there. That's a big, big boy. Okay. So, on to take out the big, big boy, I guess. I mean, at the very least, taking out the big boy gives us a bunch of XP, I bet. And you're doing his anti-corp job for him, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. Which side do you pick, right? Like, we could go, oh, well, Wells is anti-corp, and that he's using us, so we should be pro-corp. Oh, legs. Okay, I didn't break him. Good, 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 good. But at the same time, if we do that, then we're just a pawn for the corporation. So, like, if you're gonna be a pawn for somebody, at least be a pawn for something you believe in. And I am distinctly anti-corporate in my beliefs. Oh, look at that. That Mega Primal's sleeping. I don't want to kill him. Alright, so here's the deal. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna try not to kill the Mega Primals unless we have to. We will do our best to avoid them and just continue exploring this planet without killing them. But if they engage, I'm gonna have to put them down, and it's just as simple as that. God, and now we're gonna be super close when they do engage, so that's not gonna be fun. Welcome back, Mark. I really don't like the idea of being super close to the primals when they engage us, because that's just suicide, but you know what? I'm gonna try to be nice. If we don't need to kill the giant apes, we don't need to kill them. This is an interesting little cave. Not sure what we're gonna find in here. Is that an infected sprat? No, it's not. It's a regular sprat. Good. You guys are adorable. I don't want to kill you. What in the name is this? Abandoned prospecting drone.
Salutations.
Oh,
This unit's
okay.
function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation.
Yo.
Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all.
What are you excavating?
It is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable.
So you're a prospector.
Identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store
Okay.
this exchange in its memory banks.
Money system is really well done. Money's always short, which adds to the aesthetic of people struggling. Yeah, that's actually a really, really great point, Anna. It's crazy in like games like New Vegas where money is supposed to be really even, and this isn't really a shot at New Vegas, but it is kind of a reality. Like in New Vegas, money is supposed to be really, really short, and you're supposed to struggle to make it. And I think in that game, the whole luck allows you to always win at gambling thing was maybe a poor design choice. Because if you take like 9 or 10 luck in that game, you're always flush. You always have a ton of caps. And there's other like tricks like the repair the crap out of stuff and sell it. So in that case, like there are moments in that game where the tension of not having money is incredibly not there. But in this, it's something we feel pretty much all the time. Got a tremor axe here, that's new. It's not the best cleaver, it's the weight. It is the best cleaver. It's a throbbing blade which will pulsate its way into the even most... English good, do you speak it? It's not the best cleaver, it's the... Wait, it is the best cleaver! Its throbbing blade will pulsate its way into even the most recalcitrant dissident. Wow. So basically it's saying it will cut into people. I should have told this guy that he could leave, but I was basically trying to exhaust his dialogue, and he probably wouldn't leave anyway because he's a robot. So yeah, I don't know what the deal with this cave is other than it's here and we got the tremor axe. This might be maybe the first location where you can find a tremor axe. I know. The fat bubby is laying by the heater. Hi there. I love you. You're not gonna come give me a hug because the camera's on, I know. Okay. So... we don't have to kill these primals unless they engage. So we're going to avoid... I fed Hannah already, so you know, BB. Probably in her bed.
This here's planet terraformer. That's the word.
Okay. And I made fresh coffee for you too. Baby, I didn't even have any yet. I literally made it for you because I took the last of it. Sure. I tell her I make fresh coffee, she goes, you didn't make it for me, you made it for you. And I was like, but I didn't have any, I took the last of the old stuff. Oh, there's more primals over here. Okay, so we've been to this planet terraformer before. We didn't really discover anything valuable here the last time, but I think we also kept running into the primals and they kept basically destroying us. So I'm not sure if we got, you know, a thorough exploration done. That just looks dangerous. I don't want to go anywhere near that. And I'm not really seeing anything we can do around the legs of the terraformer. But as we've come to expect, there are primals pretty much everywhere here. And while we're trying not to eliminate them if we do not have to, it's very realistic to assume that there may be a need to do so at some point. There's something by the terraformer over there. We can investigate that in our own time, though. Thank you. Okay, I got a brand new cup of hot coffee there. We'll let that cool for a second before I go at it, though. What do we have in here? Anything of value? Oh my. This is what primals do to people, guys. This is why we can't take them lightly. This is the result of a primal. Tamer's Baton there is a unique weapon. Primal Tamer's Baton. It is a one-handed melee weapon that will stagger things and does 70 damage. Quite nice. Quite nice, that. Let's go ahead and look up here. See if we can get a better lay of the land. That is the one thing I really like about this game. If you look at this map, for example, this is not a large map. Considering some of the maps we've been on, this is a very small map. But it doesn't feel small. It feels adequately large. If we come up here and look around, it feels like a ginormous place. Like, there is no limitation on what we could potentially find here. It's just nice. I really, really like the way the map layout is designed. God, and look at that. That's just gorgeous. So I want to finish investigating around the terraformer, and then we'll kind of go back to the outskirts and try to look around a little more. And once again, we are trying to avoid the primals because they are hefty, hefty boys. And we don't want to have to kill them unless we have to, because they're basically space gorillas. And I recognize that chat is like, no, don't do it every time I kill the space gorillas. So we're not gonna kill. Oh my god! It just B. What was the gorilla that? Harambe. They're space Harambes. We're not gonna kill space Harambes, guys. We're gonna try to avoid killing them. They're space Rambes. Okay. Have I eaten? No. Okay. I basically rolled out of bed and set up for the stream and just started going. I've been like excited all morning though. I freaking love this game. And I like, waiting all week just makes this stream even funner because funner's not a word. Man, see, I called it. She said it as soon as I said it. But yeah, it's way more fun because I spend all week going, oh man, I can't wait until I play Outer Worlds this Saturday. Like, I can't wait. It's so exciting. Okay, so there's primals over there. We don't want to tango with them. I think we've kind of done what we came here for. Return backup data, weapons of the void. Hawthorne's terminal mentioned searching black market vendors on Groundbreaker and Fallbrook. Apparently he had success in the past finding rare items. Using such sources, purchase old logs or data archives from these vendors might lead to clues about where to find more. So acquire the science weapon on Scylla. Okay, so we finished that part of that. Find Captain Irion on Scylla. Captain Irion is most likely somewhere on Scylla. Go find him and make sure he is okay. Captain Irion is being held captive by outlaws. It looks like he probably needs saving. Well, where is that at? Over there. Okay. So now we actually have a destination here on Scylla. That does look to be like the last quest we have here on Scylla, though. There are a bunch of primals over by that wreckage, and we know that there are items in the wreckage, so we may have to go through them to get to it, but I'm trying not to, guys. I'm honestly trying to avoid taking out the Space Harambe's. Oh boy. Hi. Hi. We're cool. We're cool. Please don't come at me. I don't want to have to kill you. Ooh. Can we get into this wreckage and loot it without taking them out? Probably. Huh? Fuel cell. Got some more ammo. Oh, that's a... Is that a dead primal? That is a dead primal. Oh! Oh no! Giant Space Harambe saw me. I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Pneumatic piston. Lovely. Joint actuator. That's all junk loot that we can sell. That'll help us sort of accumulate some more bits. What's interesting here is that... Oh! There are outlaws here. We just didn't see these guys when we were over here before. Outlaw Striker, Outlaw Striker. Captain Irion, Outlaw Squad Leader. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to take the Squad Leader down first. One good shot to the face ought to do it. I mean, they don't seem to be hurting Captain Irion, and he even has a medical auto-mechanical next to him. I wonder if we should talk to them. Real gorillas are pretty aggressive, and these guys are in a different environment and probably scared and confused. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, they didn't ask to be put here, so it's really unfair to kill them for being here, you know what I mean? Oh boy. Oh boy. I think we're gonna approach these guys, see if we can talk them down. Look, guys. I don't want to kill any of you.
You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive.
Okay, look, we're just here to talk. Okay, we're not talking. We're not talking. We tried. We tried talking. Oh, Felix is down. Oh, the jaw thing. No, you finished them all, Sam. I didn't get to hit him with the jaw thing. Darn. We didn't get to test it. My bad, guys. We did try to talk to everyone, though. We tried to be peaceable about it. So, this kind of makes me think maybe you can't get through the entire game without killing anyone. Because that guy, or these guys definitely had to be fought. Although, there are, like, talk skills that make people run away, and I wonder if you could have, like, punched them and caused them to run away and then gone and talked to the guy and left. Like, you might potentially be able to do that. I don't know for sure, though. Okay, so I think that's everybody's bodies looted. I would like, actually, that's something that would be nice. Like an indicator that was like, there is a dead person here that you need to loot would be nice because you basically turn people into dust piles sometimes. Hello there, medical automechanical. Can I steal your medical apparatus and put it on my robot? My robot here desires a medical apparatus. What's up, Irion? Ooh, that's a nasty shiner.
Nice work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Right, right.
Detected. Elevated heart rate. Dilated pupils. Increased production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
Sure, buddy. What were they after?
Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle.
Captain Irion, I take it? What corporation do you work for? What will you do now? Who are these meds for?
Supposed to be for the groundbreaker, but getting shot tends to hinder one's delivery plans.
Okay. What corporation do you work for?
Not a damned one.
Right on.
There isn't a corporate snake that can hold down the inimitable Captain Irion.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree, Anna. That's why I was trying not to take him out. I like this guy better now. Like, I know he's a liar and a coward, but at the same time, he also doesn't work for the corporations. What will you do now?
Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert.
So you suck.
Then, to the groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bankrupt you.
I'll let Wanda know your shipment's on the way.
Magnificent. And do please give Wanda my chilliest regards.
Oh, your chilliest regards, huh? I still want that medical arm. Gift medical arm! Give it! Give it! Give it here! Fine. No medical arm for us, guys. No medical arm. Sad times. Okay, so I think that's everything we had to do here on Scylla. Space Crime Continuum. So that's Stellar Bay. Track down Reginald Cheney on Monarch. Oh, so we're gonna want to take Vicar Max with us to Monarch? Nova! What is she spazzing about?
Alright, get the birds outside. Nova was like, no.
Can you regulate your doggo, please?
Yeah, tell her to chill.
Can you, like, turn her down 2 levels? Okay. So... yeah, I think now we just go back to Groundbreaker and then on to Monarch. I think we've done everything minus that. There is one more thing over there we'd like to loot right there, but I don't know if it's worth trying to get past that Mega Primal to do it. I almost wish there was like a sleep weapon or a knockout weapon. That would be kind of nice. I wonder if there is, though. There probably is. It's gonna be one of the science weapons we find. Yeah, we got 2 doggos. A little one and a big one, and the big one spazzes out sometimes. Oh, look at that! There's a sweet, sweet loot box right there. We just need to get in, and we didn't even have to pay extra cash for it either. Ugh.
Muting volume now.
What is this? Captain's log. Independent freighter getaway sticks. I wanted to retire on Groundbreaker. One more job, I told myself. Never had any trouble with outlaws until now. I told them what we were hauling, but they shut off comms and opened fire again. They're shooting to wound. It's only a matter of time before this bird falls out of the sky, so I'm settling her down in hopes that we can broker some agreeable terms of surrender. Even if it means my head, at least the crew gets a fighting chance. Can't shake the feeling that they were ready for me, like they knew exactly which route I'd take. What a way to end a career. Nice, Nova. Nice. Yeah, I noticed. Okay. So there's a loot box in here, but I don't know how we get past the primals to get to it. I guess we wait for them to turn away? Uh-oh. Nope. We can almost reach it. Come on, game. What are you doing? Why can't I have that? Oh, here we go. Yes. Okay, we got it. We got it. We didn't have to fight him. We got it. What now? Whew, like a boss. Sam, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You're just standing there like, hey guys, what's up? Oh, uh-oh. Nope. Now we gotta wait for an opening to get out of here. Okay, calm down, calm down. Ooh. Peace out, homies. We gone now. We gone. We're not going back. Woo! Oh, robots. Okay, robots on the horizon. Bye-bye, robots on the horizon.
Oh, that's the last of him.
Woo! Top of the morning to you, laddies. Alright, let's open this up. Ooh, shock cannon. And the vermin. I love the look of the vermin. I wish it was a better gun, like... Maybe there's a... If I had gone full handguns or something, maybe the vermin would be a direction for us to go, but I think I have a specialization in, like, long guns. I could be wrong, though. We may just have, like, leveled our range pretty evenly, too. In which case, maybe we will use the vermin, because it just looks cool. It's like a deagle. Except not. It's more like a magnum that has, like, a deagle styling. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's the vermin. It's a nice-looking pistol. And if we look at our ranged weapons, we are primarily... Well, we're even between handguns and long guns. We're just not doing heavy weapons. Also, we should go in here and make sure that we have some food in there. Bammo! There we go. No more penalties there. So we could actually make the vermin one of our primary weapons. We do have the skills for that. Where's our landing pad so we can get out of here? I thought it was... Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's the landing pad? Herp-a-derp, it's right in front of me. Okay, so that is a Speedy Mate barrel, rate of fire plus 15%. That's really nice. I would absolutely love that, to be honest. On our shotgun, for example, that would be just 100. Let's see, what can we sell here? Sell a vermin, because we already have one. Sell a shock cannon, we already have one. We can sell that. I don't know if we have a Stun Baton Ultra, but I assume we do because I don't think they'd make the same two weapons have, you know, different appearances. I don't know if we have a Tremor Cleaver, so I'm going to save that for now. Pretty sure that we have an Impact Hammer, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Plasma Carbine can go. Stun Baton Ultra can go. Yeah, all that stuff looks good. We never sell this because this is a unique force weapon. It's weird, though, because it doesn't have, like, the unique skin like some of these other weapons do. Okay. What else can we sell? Standard Trooper Helmer, we could sell that. Wow, look at that heavy construction gear. That is some armor. 38 armor. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. What are we even wearing armor-wise? We've been running around in Max's clothes and a hat, just thugging it up everywhere we go with our little man bun. That's actually kind of funny. So now we have some different mods here. Where are we at bits-wise? 2,700 bits. So still not quite enough to really pick up anything useful or amazing. Dodge distance plus 30%, that's crazy. Ooh, look at how that helmet looks. That's just cool looking. 22 armor, too. That is a big zoom scope. This is more zoom than we have on any of our current weapons. If I had the bits, I would definitely pick that up right now, just because that would give us a little more range on our sniper rifle, because we have the extendoscope, which is weapon range plus 25%. This is a 6x zoom scope. This is a 2x zoom scope. Yeah, that would be huge. But we are very short on money. If we go back and we turn in some of our quests, though, maybe we can get enough bits to be able to buy something. Yeah, I wish I had the med arm for the Max, though. It's weird because, like, or Sam, rather. It's weird because, like, Sam has very unique weapons, But so far, we haven't found anything that can replace either one of them. And I'm curious whether that's... I hope that's not an oversight. I hope that there are indeed weapons that we can put on Sam other than his corrosive one. Although I'm not complaining, the corrosive one is awesome. Like, it's very, very good. Okay. Headed back to Groundbreaker. Got lots of things to turn in. I guess we could radio to Wells, too, and let him know that we have the Monarch landing code or whatever.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Sounds good, Ada. Thank you for letting me know. I'll go talk to him. She usually tells us when there's, like, interesting interactions going on between the crew. Ellie, Phoenix, or Felix, where are you guys? I like that Sam is literally just like, let me clean the bottom of the fridge. Ellie? Felix? Hello? Ooh. Faded air freshener. It's lemony fresh. So we could pick up these hacking items here, but I'm going to leave them because I like having decorations in people's rooms and stuff. I think it adds to the lived-in look of the ship. Still got some open crew quarters, so that means we do have more companions on the horizon, so to speak. I don't see Ellie or Felix having drinks together anywhere, which is interesting. They might be... Oh, here they are.
You notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
What's that make the vicar?
Max? I was thinking maybe one of the butlers. Don't
Oh, I'm definitely gonna tell him.
That's funny right there.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask
Oh,
you.
okay.
It's kind of big.
Sure, what's up?
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right.
Oh, it's time for sweet times.
Fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
Yeah, I thought about that, Anna, but I didn't want to kill the medbot just for that. There was also the Duster attachment on the bot on GB28, and I thought about blowing it up to try to take that too, but didn't do it. Okay, and I'm thinking of doing it here on the ship. That's sweet, can I help? Bringing her home to meet the family, huh? Bold move. I don't like strangers in my personal space. That's sweet, can we help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer.
Of course,
The
Parvati.
thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week.
That's a personal problem. There's a shower on the ship.
Don't look too close to my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Easy enough. We could head straight over.
I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me.
It's all good, Parvati.
Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. Because I want to come with.
Alright. We got you, Parvati. Oh, this is so sweet. This is, like, sadly sweet. I'm getting all warm and fuzzy right now. Don't mind me. I'm gonna go put some stuff away. And then we'll head to Groundbreaker. Parvati is just adorable. Okay. Interesting little mechanic here where instead of scrolling through, you just click those. But I'm going to go straight to our weapons and see if we have a tremor axe. We do not appear to. Do we? No. Okay, so we'll store the tremor axe. Obviously store the unique weapons. I don't think we have a pickaxe yet either. No, we don't. So we'll store the pickaxe as well. Take a look at our armor. God, I wish there was an easier way to, like, classify the armor here so that we could... I don't know. It's just tough to, like... determine which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to throw away because there's so many of them. Is your character named John Wick? No, he is not. I think he's just named Good. And I know that's a John Wick reference, but I haven't seen the latest one, so I might be missing it. Okay, work here, farm friendly. Oh, just because of... Is it because of all the weapons? I like to keep one of everything, okay? Just one of everything. Leadership skills, dialogue skills. Dialogue skills are very nice, especially on something that actually has armor. But we also have dialogue skills with Vicar Max's outfit, which is why we're wearing it. I'm just gonna throw all those in there for now. Like, we can potentially sell some of these or break them down later, but it's actually very hard for me to go through all of the armors and kind of decide what we want to sell and break down. I mean, I guess we could, you know, sell something like this and break it down. Although, I guess I'm collecting these as well. It's interesting. It's very interesting trying to figure out, like... I guess the one thing I can do is be like, okay, we're not going to keep duplicates. That makes sense. We're just not going to keep duplicates. Everything else we'll take, but we're not going to keep duplicates there. So that being the case, I did pick up one piece of armor here, the overhauled power helmet, which we can break down. Yeah, you need a lot of weapons. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hi, BB. Welcome to the chat. Where are you at? People are talking, they're just not all talking on Twitch. There's a lot of people over on YouTube right now. Ooh. Interesting. We can just loot stuff out of our fridge. I guess that replenishes every once in a while. It's kind of nice. The crew restocks the fridge. Good job, guys. I knew I hired you for some reason. Okay, so we're going to go to Groundbreaker now, and we are going to bring Parvati with us, because Parvati wants to get bathing stuff so that she can get all cleaned up and nice, and then ask Junlai out on the ship, which is adorable. Groundbreaker, here we come. Yeah. The Twitch app isn't always consistent.
The Groundbreaker.
Hello, Groundbreaker. Let's go do the thing.
Transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw.
Oh, really?
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Put him on screen.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate.
Hey, what's up, Diggs Gambit? How you doing, man?
Fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe.
Okay.
He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us.
I'm loving it, Diggs. I'm absolutely loving it.
Put a stop to the board. They're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Okay, you sound like you've been on Monarch. Can't you just send him a message? Just tell me what to do. You sound like you've been on Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
A hotbed of political activity sounds like fun. Yeah, I was thinking about that name. I think I'm gonna do that.
Especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters.
I mean...
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss.
Alright. So that's probably another companion we're gonna get.
To Hiram Blythe's compound.
I could ask questions here. Let's see what questions we can ask.
I'll answer any questions you have.
Okay.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
So we got a message from the guy from Roseway. That's what I was actually trying to check. I wasn't even trying to talk to Wells there. But I'm gonna go check the messages, and yeah, to your point, Names, I'm gonna go in here and find the thing for turning off their helmets. Where is it at? Is it under UI? No, it's probably under gameplay. Yeah, show companion helmets, show player helmets. Let's turn off all the helmets. I was trying to leave them on just because it's like nice to look at the armor and stuff, but at the same time, yeah, I'd rather just see the companions' faces. Okay, new message from Junlai Tennyson. We were talking about old friends, you know, and I got thinking about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess, a good mess, but a mess. I'm a better me than I was then. Wanted you to know, even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're pretty swell, party tea. Damn you, instant spell check. Meet my wrench. Too tired, just gonna put my head down for a blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that was, I believe, the message that we were seeing that was sent to Parvati. But we were just told that we had a... Here's another message from Junlai. Oh god, this is the poem. This is the poem. We gotta read the poem. We only got a piece of it. B, you ready for this? Oh, okay. There's this engine, see, and it hums real nice, like a box of cats playing with mice. but she's coughing and hacking up sludge because there's a blockage that just won't budge. What's an engine to do? This is terrible. Then this wrencher strides in like a shark, hair all done up and fancy and dark. She feels a spasm in her compression alternator, trembling because it's aching to meet her. Yeah, this is bad. What's an engine to do? I've got, 5 more stanzas mapped out, but I'm having trouble rhyming some of the parts, so I'll just get back to you on that. Thank you. No more, please. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Return to route. Okay. I'm not seeing the messages from the guy on Roseway that we supposedly got. Ada did just say the guy from Roseway messaged us, right? Maybe we just go talk to him?
Captain, I have received a
Oh, here we go.
from Roseway from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
Alright, what you got to say?
Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable.
Yes.
I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in.
Okay.
How does this blasted thing...
Is anybody else getting, like, old Fallout Pip-Boy vibes off of the way the screen works on that? It's so good. Okay, talk to you later, Ada.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Thank you, Ada. Thank you for dispersing that human nonsense. Okay, so we're definitely taking Parvati. Parvati is definitely part of the crew for this. I guess we bring Sam with us, because Sam and Parvati, in my opinion, seem to go together really nicely. Although we are going to the medical bay where Ellie's got some rapport too, so maybe we'll take Ellie. I think we'll take Ellie this time. This is gonna be great. We're gonna go get bathing supplies for Parvati so that she can get all gussied up and then ask Junlai out on the ground, or on our ship, the Unreliable. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. There's gonna be a little bit of background noise because Jess is making breakfast, so don't mind that. Oh, it's actually not picking up at all because I have a noise filter thing turned on, so it won't even turn the mic on unless I'm talking, B. So you're fine. Parvati and Ellie are my default team because Ellie is such a spaz. I haven't brought Ellie around with me enough to know yet. So... Oh, I guess I should talk to Parvati.
Breaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
What do you think of the new guy, Felix?
He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
He didn't seem very bright. I thought you didn't like strangers generally. Perception. I'm gonna use that because obviously it's a perception check.
I got a good feeling about him, is all.
Good, me too.
Sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
So you're saying I could sculpt him into an ideal minion? I was mostly thinking he'd be hired muscle. You seriously think I'm the right sort to put him on the right course?
Don't surprise yourself.
Aw, that's sweet. Parvati is adorable. I can't even.
I thought Parvati was the other lady with short hair.
No, Parvati is the one that is asexual and wants to date the engineer on Groundbreaker.
No, I know that, but I thought she looked different.
Okay, so I don't know where we go to get her bathing supplies, though. Maybe the rest and go here?
This is Halcyon News.
Let's see. It's probably... There's got to be a quest in here for it, right? Yeah. Shop for cleansing products. It's after specific supplies from a vendor on Groundbreaker. A vendor, really? That is so very super descriptive there. Thank you for being so clear, game. A vendor. What up, Gladys?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
Of course it's Gladys. Of course it's Gladys. My engineer's looking to do some deep cleansing. Wants to impress Chief Junlei.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself.
Well then.
High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, A nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em too.
Right on.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out.
Yeah, it's like that, Anna.
Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such. Me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Okay, an engineer might like refurbished ships, scrubbed parts, and all that. Have you got a preference, Parvati? This is tough. This is tough. Like, mock apple and cinnamon. I mean, given that Junlei is an engineer, I think she would probably like refurbished ship, but we could also see if Parvati has a preference. Let's do that.
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny miny moe it?
Okay. So, if we go with rosish, then that's like, according to what Gladys is telling us. But at the same time, like, engineering, I don't know. I don't know. If we go with engineering, she's going to smell like somebody that fits in over in engineering. Now, the problem with that is that maybe the... I don't know, man. I don't know. Huh. I wonder if we can ask Junlei what she likes. We'll talk it over and get back to you. Let's go see if we can... I should probably put that away. Sorry, Gladys. Didn't mean to hold a gun in your face. My bad. We're gonna go talk to Junlei and see if we can figure out what she's into. Because if that's something we can do, that's a little bit of extra effort to make sure that Parvati gets exactly what she's looking for. Volume's a little low? Okay, let me modify a thing. 1 second, folks. There, that should be a little bit better. Sorry about that. Wanda, what's up?
Well, well, Dr.
Is that a little bit better?
It's not often I see you
okay.
on this side of sickbay.
Let me know if that's
I make
better.
it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then. You always do. Now, about your friend here. Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Woot. Okay, so we've got a level up here. We've got 10 points to spend wherever we want. Leadership is definitely a decent option. Stealth, not as decent of an option. We'd basically be wasting a lot of points here. Who else is pretty even? Like, we could actually... You know what? That's the smart thing. That's the smart thing. We could use these points to even up anything that's not even to start with. Oh, we can't. We actually have to get something up to 50 before we can put individual points in it. Interesting. So... Ranged weapons here isn't a terrible idea. I honestly feel like we get more out of this stuff, though. Tinkering cost for science weapons is capped. Further reduced tinkering cost to minus 90%. That's huge. That's huge. Damage versus auto mechanicals is higher. Breakdown weapons and armor for a 10% chance to extract a rare mod. That's also huge, but we only have 10 points, so we're definitely not going to get there. And I believe the number next to it is sort of like our current with bonuses number. Yeah, it's our adjusted skill value. But I don't think that adjusted skill value unlocks these bonuses here. I think it just lets you pass checks and stuff. Inspiration would give our companions more armor rating. Actually, let's do leadership. There we go. Leadership, I think, makes the most sense. Giving our companions a little more armor rating so they don't instantly die anymore would be kind of nice. When Ellie is in the party, any damage that would kill you instead heals a small amount of health. This effect has a long cooldown. That's awesome. Yes, please. And then let's take a look at Parvati's skills while we're at it. When Parvati performs her ability, recharge some of your tactical time dilation. That's actually pretty awesome too. 20% chance to reset ability cooldown on ability use. That's even better, honestly. I think we're going to go with that. For sure. Okay. So now we should... Why? No, put the gun away. Put the gun away. We don't need the gun here. We really don't. Okay. So now we're going to go talk to Junlei and see if we can figure out what her deal is and what kind of smell she might like before we go figure things out for Parvati. We don't know what you're talking about with that Wells guy. Never heard of him before. Her. Edna, what's up?
My center already got an update ping from the backup relay. Thanks.
Yep.
That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones.
Okay, share.
Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted.
Interesting.
Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Okay, so we got a bunch of XP, but where's the bits? Show me the bits! 1,500 bits. We will probably spend that all in one place. And once again, I'm pulling the gun out. But more importantly, we're getting a lot of Groundbreaker reputation here, which is nice. I'm not sure how that actually affects things. It might reduce the prices when we buy in Groundbreaker, which would be very good. Revering, best employees ever, deserves a big bonus and a promotion. You are friendly to this faction. Vendor prices are reduced by 25%. That is massive. That is absolutely massive. I love it. Anti-Cleos, we are positive and negative in equal parts. I love that too. Spacer's Choice absolutely hates us. Which, you know, that's their problem. Okay, let's talk to Junlei. Hello there, Junlei.
The ship's groaning something fierce, but I can make time for you.
What's it like being in command around here? You don't have a lot of faith in the board. What's it like being in command around here?
Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
The ship is a family business. Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden. Aren't you a little young to be training a successor? I guess we go with Parvati could help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
But you can learn, Parvati. Don't downplay yourself. See?
It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Okay, this ship is a family business. Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Oh, does Parvati end up the captain of the Groundbreaker by the end of the game? That would be interesting. God, my camera's bugging me. It's there. That's better. Okay. Back to my other questions.
You've got my attention.
So we're not going to find out what kind of smell she likes. That's pretty clear. So we're just going to have to guess. Which isn't necessarily fun, because now it's like, darn, I hope I don't mess this up, because this is going to ruin things for poor Parvati if I do. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? I think that, like, the rose scent would probably be nice if you're used to smelling engines all day long. Like, you might want to smell something a little more frou-frou. She made it sound like the middle one would give Parvati a little bit more self-confidence, and that's probably the most important thing. But then the other one would make her smell familiar to Junlei. But, I mean, part of why Parvati is probably appealing to Junlei is because she's not that familiar. Rose? Okay, we'll go with Rose.
Time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
No, but I would like the... Whoops, I hit the wrong button. We're gonna end the conversation. Whoops.
You know where to find me.
I do, and I'll be right back. There we go.
Most folk don't
Okay, let's go with Rose.
bathtubs.
We didn't have anything rose-ish in Edgewater. I heard it smells real pretty, though.
It does.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
Why, thank you, Gladys.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
Wow, we got a ton of XP for that, too. Wow, that's insane. I wanted to ask you something. What do you do here? Why'd the board recall Stellar Bay nav keys? Nah.
Anytime, sweetheart.
I was hoping she'd have some more jobs for us, honestly, because jobs for Gladys pay well. So all the vendors on Groundbreaker should give us really good prices. I wonder if they buy things higher, too, because that would mean selling when we get to Groundbreaker is better. Let's see what you got for trade. Okay. So yeah, that is significantly cheaper. That was 4K somewhere else. It's only 2,300 here. Post-armor damage dealt. Ooh, that's nice. Basically ignoring armor. I could live with that. Magazine size, corrosion damage, weapon speed, plasma damage. I think this is definitely... That's new. We haven't seen that before. The plasma launcher. It's only 652 as well, so we could buy it if we wanted to. I think I'd like to get this super scope thing, but it is quite expensive, so maybe we'll wait a second. We're getting a 41% discount here. Holy moly. That's nuts. Why is it so high? We can sell this as well. I don't know that the discounts apply to selling stuff. It'd be nice if they did, but they probably don't. Like, we probably don't get a bonus selling stuff. I think that might be tied to one of our skills instead. This guy works for Spacer's Choice, so I'll be interested to see what his discount is.
It's recommended by 11 out of 10 Spacer's Choice medical professionals.
Gross.
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My law, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your
Oh my
face.
god, Ellie is a troll.
It's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare?
Play nice, Ellie. That's not kind.
Party, Captain.
Wow.
You don't mind.
Now I see why you take Ellie everywhere, Diggs. Jeez, that was terrible. Let's trade.
Have a look.
6% discount with Spacer's Choice because Spacer's Choice hates us. Of course, they have like a ton of items here they sell though, which would actually be potentially useful. Honestly though, not that much. Oh wow, they actually have stock that's locked to us that we can't even buy because of how much Spacer's Choice hates us, I presume. Which is fine. Whatever you say, man. I don't really care. Okay, so we don't want to buy from Spacer's Choice pretty much ever. Buying from this vendor is very, very opportune for us. Wonder if there's other vendors here that really sell decent stuff, though. I mean, Gladys might count. We should go look at Gladys's inventory real quick. Because if Gladys counts, that's another good vendor we can use. Hey there, Gladys. What's up?
If you're here for this week's...
Nope.
I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
That's really cool. I just want to see your weapons and stuff. Okay, so we get a 41% discount with Gladys, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, she's not holding a lot of stuff that we want right now. Critical damage, that could be very nice. Silver Tongue Kit. So the critical damage barrel could be something worth picking up. I think I'm actually going to get that to start with. And then we'll go back and we'll pick up the Super Scope 2000 from that other vendor. Because you've done so much for them, like save their lives. Yeah, exactly. Groundbreaker people are cool.
You're looking to shoot targets for...
Yes, hand me this. Lovely. Okay, so we got some nice mods that we wanted from Groundbreaker, which is cool. Wonder if there's any more vendors on this station, though. I don't think there is. I think that's it for the vendors that we have access to on the station. But that does definitely give us a reason to build reputation with different groups, because it would give you some discounts on their items. Okay, open that on up. Wonder what other groups we would potentially, like in an anti-corporate playthrough, I wonder if we get discounts on these. We do not. So buying from vending machines is a very bad idea for us. Unless you're, like, looking for something you can't find anywhere else. Okay, so I guess, do we need to talk to Parvati here?
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe.
Parvati is feeling ripe.
Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms.
Okay.
And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds.
Wow.
There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Alright, we'll figure it out. So we've got to go on a scavenger hunt.
I'm asking an awful
We're
lot.
going on a scavenger hunt to create the perfect date for Parvati and Junlei, apparently, which is great. I love this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go over to Stellar Bay now. We don't really have any other options. I mean, we could go check in on Wells and, like, talk to him and ask him questions if we wanted. But at this point, I think it's probably better just to move forward to Stellar Bay. First, though, we do want to come over here and use our workbench. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna upgrade the Deadeye rifle with a new scope. The Super Scope 2000. That's the best we can do. Unfortunately, there is not a barrel mod slot on here. I wish there was. However, there should be a barrel mod slot on our shotgun, if I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken? I don't even see our... Oh, there it is, duh. Okay, Plasma Carbine does not have a barrel mod. That's kind of weak. I had hoped that they would have a barrel mod, but they do not. Yeah, they are cute. They are adorably cute. Does this have a barrel mod? I don't think very many weapons do have barrel mods, it seems. Oh, this one does, though. Ooh, so we could put that critical damage mod on our, or we could put a silencer. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's try that. Let's use the vermin for a little bit, and we'll try using it with a silencer to see if we can, you know, get some, play out of that. Mag type right now, damage type is regular, which is probably just projectile. We can change it to plasma. I wonder how the firing noise still sounds when you have plasma, though. Guess we'll find out. And we do still want to test out the mandibular rearranger. Oh, and somebody else is using the vermin, so we got to take that vermin off of them and put it on us, because giving it to them doesn't really serve a purpose here. Probably Ellie. Is it Ellie? Yeah, it is. Alright, Ellie, I'm gonna take your vermin, don't mind me. Here, you can have this. You use the, ultimatum. That is a serious, serious handgun, Ellie. And then we'll put this in that slot, because we haven't been getting much out of our assault rifle here, really. It is quiet. I'll give it that, it is quiet. Kinda just like it, because it's a cool little revolver. Okay, we should repair everything, too, while we're here. So let's go ahead and repair all equipped weapons. Yup, that's fine. Oh, we could also tinker our armor, I suppose. And we want to take Max with us, so I guess when we land in Stellar Bay, we'll take Max and Parvati here. Beanie, lightweight, Spacer's Choice. We like that, but that's not what I'm going to probably be wearing. This is probably what I'm going to be wearing. Do you want to tinker? You know what? No, I'm not interested in tinkering it. I wanted to mod it. That's what I wanted. So let's see. Those mods are fine. What are Parvati and Max wearing? That's a better question. Parvati has basically garbage, both weapon and armor-wise right now, I suspect. Yeah. So we should get Parvati some better armor and some better weapons. Weapon-wise, she's gonna want probably the best we have, melee. So that's fine. We'll go find her a nice melee weapon and some very heavy armor. I believe we actually have some armor that has a bonus to melee damage that's also super heavy. Yeah, that right there. We'll take the heavy construction armor for her. For her helmet, we'll get her the full cranial helmet, maybe? I mean, it depends on if we have a helmet that has melee on it. That would probably be the best option. But I doubt that that is the case. Yeah, doesn't seem like we have a helmet with melee. No, it does not. Nope. Okay, So in absence of a helmet with melee, I think what we'll do is either give her this helmet that has block +5 on it, because that's a useful thing for her to have, or just this huge armor. I think we'll just give her the huge armor helmet. I think that's perfectly fine right there. And then weapons. We do need to give her a new melee weapon. I'm sure we have something new and custom and fun that she can play with. That is pretty decent. That is also pretty decent. That is better. That is way, way better. It has a bleed effect, and it has a speed grip. It could be better called Speedy Bleedy. I like that. However, it is a one-handed mace versus a two-handed mace. And that armor that we grabbed for her is one-handed melee. Perfect. So she's getting that. Alright. So now we can gear out Parvati pretty nicely. I think with Max, we'll probably set him up to go with like a shotgun build, maybe? Okay, you get that Parvati. Here, you can also have that assault rifle. You do you. You take that assault rifle, you have some fun with it. It's basically useless anyway. Heavy construction gear. Dang, look at that. That is a Parvati right there. And then we'll give her that even though we won't see it. It's not a big deal. So let's take a look at Vicar Max now. We're going to go ahead and upgrade whatever skills he has that we need upgraded. While Max is in your party, you and your companions deal bonus damage with science weapons. Okay, so that's interesting. We don't really have a science weapon that's great right now. But I'll take that just because it could end up being an interesting perk for us in the future. Yeah, the dialogue combat effect thing doesn't really seem all that great in my opinion. So for Max, what we're going to want to do... I mean, he does have this beanie and this decent armor. Who am I kidding? That armor is garbage. We should go get him something heavier armor-wise. And he's currently using a sawed-off shotgun, which is okay, but it's not a great shotgun. I think we'll go get him a plasma carbine. Alright, let's see what we can get from Maxie here. We could also give him Salvager's Helper. That thing is nuts. We could give him a Shrink Ray, since he does increase science weapon damage, but I don't know that the Shrink Ray is actually very useful. I mean, it is entertaining to potentially give him that. I think that's fine. Let's do that. We're just going to do that because it's kind of entertaining, and it could be very fun for him to be using it. Stealth skills -5 isn't great. We don't really want him to get us exposed. Once again, minus the stealth skills is tough. That's pretty decent. 14 armor is not a lot. It's probably a little bit better. Do we have anything that would just give him decent armor and some, you know, weapon skills that would be pertinent, like handgun skills, maybe? Doesn't look like it. It looks like that 14 armor is the best we're gonna get without impeding his... Well, I mean, this has 21. Let's do this. Let's give him anti-riot gear. And then for a helmet, we can give him... I mean, medical +3 is not terrible. Yeah, let's do that. That'll work. Oh, okay. Thank you, BB. Thank you. So, what we're gonna do here is go down and give Max his new weapons. I guess I didn't even need to go down. That was pointless, because I could have just given them to him here. And what I was thinking about doing, actually, now that I'm looking at it this way, let's take this off, and we'll just give Max both science weapons. Max is gonna be our science weapon guy. And we'll set his strategy so that he'll use a mixed weapon group, if that's possible, so that, like, depending on range, he'll use melee versus, yeah, weapon mix. That is possible. Distance is medium. That's fine. Perfect. And we'll set him to defensive. I want both of them to kind of be defensive here. Although Parvati, I guess, is probably fine being aggressive. Oh. I didn't even notice that. Okay. So, we are all set up. Gonna go stash whatever we have that we don't need and grab another weapon for us, because we... Oh, wait, look! What is this? Pick up Cosmic Smoke. Formerly the property of Frey, posthumously put to better use in your quarters. Cool, so that comes from one of the quests. See, that's what I was looking for last time. There's like little items that pop up on the ship, especially in the captain's quarters, when you complete certain quests. Which is kind of cool. I really do dig that. That's one of my favorite things, is when games do that, because it makes the world feel more alive. Like there's actually something to be gained. God, that corrosive handgun is insane. I might just take that for myself. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that corrosive handgun for myself. And I assume we already have some of these shotguns in here, so we could honestly break those. I don't think that we have this in here. We do not. Telescoping staff goes right there. And then shotguns we'll just break down. And I think we probably already have one of those swords in there. We do. We'll just break down that security blade as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw the pistol here on my guy. So now we've got two different pistols, which is fine. I mean, this one's more of a go-to. In fact, I think I'm going to swap the slots on those. Yeah, there we go. This is our stealth pistol for when we want to go stealth. So let's fly over here to Monarch. Warning, dangerous, Cascadia landing pad, Stellar Bay landing pad. Let's go to the Stellar Bay landing pad. We could go to the Cascadia one just to see what happens. Real quick, folks. Oh, all right. I will be right back, folks. I'm going to take a real quick break because I need to take a bio break, and then when I get back, I might turn my cam off for a second so I can munch breakfast. But I'll be right back, and when I get back, we will dive into Stellar Bay. I'll just leave that like that so that there's some game music. Bam. Okay, I am tentatively back. Stellar Bay, here we come. So we're gonna leave Ellie, we'll bring along Parvati and Vicar Max. We know they both have business here on Stellar Bay. Parvati has business in Cascadia, whereas Vicar Max has business looking for somebody who published those old texts that he's trying to track down. Okay, let's do this. first time here on Stellar Bay, so we'll definitely be doing some investigating of our surroundings, making sure we don't miss anything. Not going to take that Adreno because it's stealing right now. And I don't know enough about Stellar Bay to know if I want to mess with it. We do know that this is a highly political area, according to Wells. Okay. Guess we just go ahead and hit the switch and head down to Stellar Bay. Ooh, look at this city, though. It's like a slightly less rundown Edgewater.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Oh, do you, Grim?
Don't think
You
I've
sign
seen
me
you
in,
around.
then.
That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Whatever, I'm not here for chit-chat. You seem surprised. Well, that is my ship on the landing pad right next to you.
I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction.
Oh, did you?
Those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Sorry, folks, I was trying to steal a bite while he was talking. B, when you get a chance, can you bring me a napkin? What are they doing out here? It takes more than a few gunships to scare me.
Wish more folk
Hope later on, Mark.
Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly
Thank
ever
you,
gets
baby.
off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all.
You're good.
Which means I never get to do this part, but
She literally gives me the napkin and walks around the other side and looks at me to make sure I don't have stuff all over my
Welcome
face.
to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sow tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Oh, me? I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
Oh, are you?
I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Wow, okay. You're not what I expected to find on Monarch. I'm gonna have a look around. Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Okay. So Sublight basically supplies them. You're not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Mostly is a very important word. Are you saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Wow.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Okay, sorry folks, that's it. Breakfast gone. I'm gonna go look around
Mr.
town.
Sandra, I'll be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
Absolutely.
And if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
What you got?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself.
Okay.
Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Yeah, sure. No problem, buddy. Who's the black hole, though? This poster sounds very valuable. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't
Looking at
miss
my
her.
cam, trying to make sure I'm in a good spot now. It's always weird getting up, because you come back and you're like, am I off-center? Where am I at? Okay, so. Lots of little vending machines here. We don't want to buy from them. We've already determined that. I mean, I guess it couldn't hurt to look, though. Maybe get an idea of what new weapons we can expect on this planet. So far, not a lot. The weapons actually look kind of low-grade. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff kind of looks low-grade. Interesting. I would have expected more from a newer planet. But I mean, we're not obviously anywhere near through it. We just got here. Tossball cards. There's shrooms growing underneath the steps, though, guys. So if you need your shroom quota, there it is.
Look, I don't... Sorry, for a second I thought you were Grim.
MSI Sentinel. Look at that armor, though. That's some nice armor. He's got a Reaper stick, and she's got a Vermin. I got one of those, too. Mine's better. I promise. My bad. I didn't mean to shock you. I'm gonna put that away now.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
All right.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What in the world?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
All right, then. So it seems like the corporate rhetoric is pretty strong here in Monarch, even though it sounds like the corporations are painting Monarch as a much less tenable place than it is. Somebody named Bennett there that we can probably talk to seems like a unique character. And that has the inklings of a companion right there. I'm guessing that is Nyoka. Got some armor parts there. Buy now, buy now. This is the Monarch vendor specifically. Got some nice Ordnance Control armor here that's decent looking. Still not gonna drop our money in that, though. What's this say? Nyoka Bar Talk Bingo Sheet. Several phrases have been marked off right between the eyes. There were 3, no 4 of them. That raft was this big. Took it down with one shot. Buy me a drink. That's great. Is this free game? No, it isn't. It is still it's still considered stealing. Not steal considered stealing. Let's talk to this Bennett cat.
Laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
You got a lot of brass for a man doing absolutely nothing.
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
Really? Your neighbors probably aren't missing your company either, come to think of it.
And how should they know what they're missing?
Oh, we found a space hipster, y'all.
Proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals.
Quick, get him a microbrew. Nice one, B. Before Sanjar took over and MSI got us booted. Interesting. So Sanjar got them kicked out as a board city. This is no longer a board city, basically. But now you all are free from the board.
Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I upset the hipster? Okay, so Nyoka seems cool. We'll talk to her after we've kind of felt our way around town, because I get the feeling talking to her is going to progress things for us probably pretty rapidly. What's up?
Huh? You from Offworld?
Yep, Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable.
Ship captain. Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome.
Who is MSI,
Why don't
though?
You grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the wind
Aren't we
falls
all?
down, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
Good for you. What could be so bad it made you walk off the job? Do we really want to know, though? I mean, of course we do.
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Right on. I like these guys. I happen to be pretty good with
I
negotiations.
wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel, but just getting deadlocked.
You want me to talk to her?
It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands.
I'll mediate.
You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view.
Alright, that's fine. We'll talk to Velma. That's actually interesting. So, like, this not being a board-controlled town means that they should be willing to do things like negotiate with their workers. The reality is, in any sort of situation like this, the workers and the corporation are equally dependent upon each other. In the case of most of the colonies we arrive upon, because the corporations exist outside of the colony and they don't depend on that colony for survival, it's perfectly fine for them in their minds to throw the colony away without any regard for the well-being of the people. However, in this case, where it seems like Monarch is very isolated from the rest of the galaxy and from outside corporations, they are definitely reliant upon each other, and for that reason, it is in her best interest to negotiate with her workers and come to an agreement. Hello there. Now, she may also not be negotiating with them because there just may not be enough resources to meet their demands. In which case, we will have to come back to them and be like, look, you guys need to understand you both need each other equally, and you're going to have to make some compromises or nobody's going to survive. And that's sort of the rough side of that. Hello there. Oh, MSI is Monarch Stellar Institute. Or Industries, I'm guessing.
For a second, I thought you were Grim.
B, not that MSI. Okay, so here's the locker room. Got some bit cartridges. Just sort of digging around. This looks to potentially be MSI headquarters. Monarch Stellar Institute's vending machine there. Oof. This place is run down. There are holes in walls. It's just falling apart. I mean, they got some workers here, though. Here's a workbench we've discovered. Got this ladder that goes on up here to what looks like a weapon mod of some kind. Mr. Ouch. We're not going to steal that, though, for reasons we've already mentioned. We are not stealing from the people of Monarch because they are independent and they probably need all of the resources that they have. Interesting. We've got an upper tier balcony there where people can walk above and look at them. You know what's weird is that the setup for this is very reminiscent of the setup in Edgewater. Like, that kind of is off-putting for me.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
I mean...
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Okay, so it looks like Velma's in here. And according to the employees, she is cranky. Which, I mean, does follow with trying to manage a colony with less resources and trying to convince everybody to understand that you may not have the resources to give them exactly what they want. It's definitely a tough situation for everybody involved. Let's see. She's got to be up here. Yeah? No. No Velma, but she does have a vermin up here and a locked chest that requires a special key. Or 50 hacking. And we do not have that. We can look at the terminal, though. Personal files. Mash random keys. Password incorrect. Please try again. Oh, okay. Messages. To be hecked. The fish in tank 23A are looking a little lumpy. If you're not going to make it in, that's fine, but you have to let me know so I can stay on top of those doses. We really need to talk about the Saltuna situation. I've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because we're not finding buyers. I know the situation with the board puts us in a tough spot, but we need to start thinking about how we're going to keep Stellar Bay afloat if we can't get sales up. Seriously, where are you? You've missed 3 shifts. This is getting ridiculous, even for you. Okay, so Velma is apparently missing. That is a little bit more interesting here. So Velma's missing, and apparently they are bringing in plenty of Saltuna, but they're not able to sell it to the market, Without any board connections, they're probably having trouble finding buyers for it. Why did I always pull my gun out? I gotta stop that. So I'm guessing that the problem is their employees are expecting more pay, but they can't pay them anything if they can't sell the Saltuna that they're actually producing. So they need to find a new buyer for their Saltuna, although Groundbreaker seems like a great potential outlet for that. I would definitely think that they should be doing business with Groundbreaker here. Hello there.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest Tossball games.
No.
So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
I should have popped a chem here before we talked to her. Who has time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks? They're all great. I'm not here to chat about teams.
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you?
You said you were having trouble receiving the Tossball game transmissions.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. Like it's done him any good.
Who's Graham?
All it means is the Tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okay. So let's see if we can chem out real quick. And then talk to her again. Maybe we get the option.
I'm afraid the transmission's still pretty bad. What can I do for you?
Nope. Alright, so we do know that somebody is messing up the transmissions, and if we could potentially help with that, that might make her a little bit happier, along with the rest of the people, because they all seem to be very intrigued by Tossball. So, I mean, that's definitely a way we could improve their standard of living. This looks like potentially a broadcast center for them, or a communications apparatus. So I wonder if perhaps the signals that are blocking their Tossball are coming from here. Doesn't seem to be anything we can do with this terminal, though, to help them, so I guess that's fine. We'll just have to wait a moment. And again, I pull my gun out on instinct. I'm like, is the gun out? No, then pull the gun out. It's not how this works, good. You don't need the gun out all the time. I like how they were, like, kind enough to give us the ability to put the gun away when we're talking to people in town, and yet instinctually, I'm always pulling the gun out. Alright, let's go up here. See what we got. Ooh. So, for one thing, we have a high vantage point, but what else could we potentially find up here is the question. Nothing? Yeah. Doesn't look like there's anything special up here. I mean, if we were doing like a Psychopath playthrough and we were just killing everyone in town, this would be a great venue to, you know, find people and bring them down, but otherwise this is all kind of pointless. We may be able to reach somewhere down here, though, that we wouldn't otherwise be able to reach. Not sure about that. We will find out, I suppose. It's looking like that a little bit. There's a plasma carbine here and a bit cartridge. So yeah, this does appear to be an area that would be unreachable otherwise. However, all that's in it is a plasma carbine and a bit cartridge, and we're not trying to steal from the people of Edgewater, so it's really not that useful to us at all. Let's go ahead and move right on back up. Can we climb back onto this building? We can. Lovely. That'll let us get back down. So far, Nyoka is our best lead for continuing here on Monarch. We are seeing quite a few things barricaded off, which is interesting. And then we've also got, like, the Monarch Industries headquarters to visit, which may also be something that proves useful to us. Have we been in here yet? What is this place? Oh boy. Where was that yell coming from? I don't know where that yell is. Oh, right here. Okay. What's up?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Put yourself together, tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this...
Uh-oh.
If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Uh-oh. Alright, so we're definitely going into the lower one on the right. Whoa!
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What a gruesome way to die.
What in the heck happened here? The whole room has been tossed over. Like, literally everything in the room has been tossed around. There is a bag here. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. There's a bit cartridge with 17 bits. This person was apparently trying to get out of town in a quick... well, in a hurry. Magnum mod there. Not seeing a whole lot of other things here that stand out except for this thing on the table. Let's look at this. The betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from Left Field Tossball Betting. Okay, so they were probably killed by a loan shark that they were borrowing money from to bet, is my guess. That means that's going to be a situation we're going to want to resolve here on Monarch.
Whatever you do, don't make You'll never hear the end.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac, huh? Hello, Laura. You seem interesting.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I wasn't trying to. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Relax. It's all good. Residence, okay. Anything interesting going on in here? Not so much. There is something to be picked. I'm gonna pick it just for the XP. But we're obviously not going to steal anything. I should have been picking all of those for the XP now that I think about it, although I think that might be the first one we've encountered that's actually been pickable. Let's see what's going on down here. This is probably Isaac? No. So we do have a terminal here we can look at. To Nandy, Rose, and Becht. Mr. Nandy, sorry to bother you about this, but something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia is keeping up there, but she works for you, right? Do you think you could talk to her about it? Return to route. Isaac, can you please try to keep your windows shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites mantis swarms, and a mantis swarm infestation is everyone's problem. Braxton, I know you keep odd hours. I know because I've heard you coming and going all times of the day and night, haha, but maybe you could try to close your door a little more quietly. I have rather sensitive nerves, and every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Okay. Interesting. So the residents here are not always on the best terms, it would seem. And there was something leaking from Celia's room, which I believe would be above here, maybe? I'm not sure. Is this Celia's room? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that could be it right there. Anyways, we do know that this person was probably killed for their betting, so that's something for us to go off of. Another little thread to follow here in Monarch. Got a resident over there, and here we go. This is probably the headquarters of Monarch. Board approved, board sponsored, Halcyon, board mandated, huh? Sure and straight barrel, not anything particularly special. Most of this stuff doesn't look particularly special. That plasma launcher, though, is nice, and we do not have one of those yet. Just a basic axe there, too. You seem alright. Hello.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Everett Gill. That dude looks like a loan shark, I'm just saying. Just saying, that dude looked like a loan shark. Now pick that and not steal anything. We just want the XP. Hello, Chef Raymond. How you doing? Let's talk to this guy.
Good day to you.
Oh, is that all you got to say, Mr. Loan Shark?
Whoa, by the stars.
Hello there, Chef. How you doing?
I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Why would you admit that to anyone?
Because there's no shame in having overactive bladder muscles, all right? It's a perfectly normal medical condition. Besides, life in this town is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls?
Oh boy.
The board was right.
Okay.
This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Why did you decide to stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long.
Alright, I mean, that sounds good.
Wonderful. Until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Seems like you'd want more than centimeters.
I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum. But that spaceship is flown.
Okay, so my engineer is looking to get a dustback casserole. Can you cook one of those?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts.
Okay, so if I get you the mushrooms...
For you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
I can cover 3,000 bits, get started, Chef. No casserole's worth that much, try again, try harder. Yeah, let's intimidate this guy. 3,000 for a casserole? Are you serious?
What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business.
Okay. I can do 2,000 bits.
Glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works.
That works. Alright, so we got the dustback casserole. We had to intimidate a little bit, and Parvati didn't like it, but it's fine.
I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, all right? He's kind of a brute.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Well, we got you covered, Parvati. Sorry we had to get a little brutal there to get it, but I'm not paying that dude 3,000 to cook something. That's insane. Let's see. Bypass shunt. Let's unlock this. We're not going to steal anything. I just kind of want to look around. Vortex Mason here. Nothing great. Can we jump off here? We can. Haha! Quick exit. Oh, do you see that? There's another lootable crate up there. So what we can do to get there is we go up through the second floor. We jump off this roof here. And we jump over here. And exploration is rewarded with... Oh, we don't have 50 hacking. Wait a minute. Yeah, we do. There we go. Much better.
Great work.
So obviously we're not going to steal any... Wait a minute. Herrick's stash. What is that? Bit cartridge containing Caleb Herrick's stash. I'm going to take that because I get the feeling that that is a quest item. Was this Caleb Herrick right here? No, that's Everett Gill. Who is Caleb Herrick? Is that the person that's dead in this room? That's the victim, is all it says. It doesn't say who it is. Interesting. Okay, well, we have Caleb Herrick's stash, whoever that is. Get a feeling that's going to factor in, and I bet you if we look in our inventory, it's probably listed under quest items of some kind. So let's go ahead and take a look. Quest items are here? Yes. Herrick's stash. Bit cartridge containing Caleb Herrick's life savings. Yeah, exactly. So that is going to factor in. Ooh, what was that other thing? Stellar Bay nav key. Tessa 1 dustback casserole. Oh, there was that guy on Roseway that wanted us to come back and talk to him too. We'll have to do that later though. So I think that we've basically investigated everything shy of talking to Nyoka here. Did we talk to the guy that we were supposed to tell about the stuff from the... Anyway, the guy we ran into when we landed was like, hey, say something to this person. Investigate left field tossball betting. Perhaps they know what happened to somebody. Herrick's handwork. Convince Velma to negotiate. Manages the warehouse. You acquired Caleb's stash of bits from a chest on the balcony of his home. Oh no. Celia, who works with Sanjar Nandi in the MSI building, should know about the status of Grimm's poster. Okay, so there's obviously more to do in the MSI building. And I'm not giving Caleb Herrick's stash to Velma so that she can put him back to work, because that's garbage. Here we go. This is the only building we haven't investigated, I suppose. Yes, it is.
Get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well.
Okay.
New business turns up
What
at
is your
last.
deal?
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
Uh-huh.
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost
Wow.
savings not moisten the loins?
This guy is kind of
I've
weird.
often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
That's very generous of you. No, you have a meeting with me. That's very
Celia, will you
generous.
make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Oh, really?
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who's said
Nah.
Resource, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Me, I am charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
A charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway.
Oh, wow. So there's a prison for people that are free-spirited.
Enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hey, I could always be both. Afraid not. If I have to eat one more weird science project past office food in this sprat-effed colony, I am going to stab someone. It could be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Doll.
Don't worry.
Parvati is so nice.
This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments.
Well then.
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free of the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish? Let's ask why you'd want to bring them back.
As easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
But you're still here.
We've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you're tired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it? Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future.
Okay.
But the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Whatever, Max.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes,
You tell him, Parvati.
The Vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
Okay.
Terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
I don't know about
Indeed
that.
not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit,
All right.
then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Fine, but how do you mean to do that?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Okay, but we don't care about the board. We want to burn the board to the ground, so... Who's this Graham guy? Because he sounds pretty cool. This Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Once you have the Bolt 52, what's the other part of your plan? Where do I find one? Darn, I want to make that intelligence check, but we probably didn't take stuff
In the
before we
old arms
talked.
building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and
Okay,
ramp-downs.
why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms, you're saying arms instead of
It's just what
arms.
it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
Okay. I'm sure I'll know it when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Let me ask you
What
about
can I do for
something.
you?
I met Grim, the landing
I
pad
see.
guard.
And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up
Well,
job.
That's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Okay, I have questions about MSI in the good old days. I'm looking for an information broker. I have questions about the good old
I keep
days.
such meticulous notes.
How did MSI get kicked off the board in the first
I've
place?
asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Do you mean that you initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this
Okay.
planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1.
What happened to the other corporations? Terra 1 and 2, I see the board put their best people on that one. What happened to the other corporations?
As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
But not MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to.
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
Reforms are for quitters, Sanjar. Jeez, how forward-thinking of
It's
you.
humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
There you go.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
You tell him, Parvati.
Ms. Holcomb is our endlessly optimistic crew hand. It's good for the captain's morale.
Ken, you're just annoying, Max, so...
Thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out.
Interesting.
Creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
I take it your leadership didn't embrace your idea, using the board's own tools against them. Clever. Who's this us and we you keep talking about? I take it your leadership didn't embrace your ideas.
No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
And yet here you are.
Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Interesting.
I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
But why would they do that? You should have known you couldn't oppose them. That's low even for them. But why would they do
I
that?
don't know. Everything we did was legal
Okay.
and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
What's the hazard clause?
It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
What do you think?
The welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments.
And they've invoked it on Monarch.
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes.
Why exactly do you want back on the board then?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Without the board, chaos would overtake the system. Working with
Really?
an established order isn't a principle to snub one's nose at, Captain.
Yeah, Vicar, you just go suck on the teat of the board some more, why don't you?
Community. And being cut off means slow strangulation.
They've treated you pretty roughly. Is it worth going back to that?
I'm not a man to put pride before progress.
Is it really progress, though?
Can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
What kind of leverage?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes. It'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52.
Oh, will it?
My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and
okay.
Who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
You don't seem to think much of Graham.
He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
But why?
I will admit, I am keen to meet their leader.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Graham has a habit of ruining everything, and everyone around him.
You've got some strong feelings on the matter.
I'm trying to build something here. They only want to destroy things, and they risk ruining Monarch for all of us. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels, and pushes us further from the rest of the colony.
Oh, does it?
He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
Okay. I want to talk about something else. I'm looking for an information broker.
Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
How do I get to Devil's
You'd
Peak?
head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek.
Yeah. We get it. You're a coward.
If you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime candidate.
All right, I can do that.
If you can keep her sober.
So, I like this guy. He seems interesting. Like, he does seem like he's trying to make the best of Monarch, but he also seems like he is very, very ready to go directly back into the arms of the waiting board. View guidelines for annual self-review. Select font for annual self-review. Format annual self-review. Schedule time to write annual self-review. Write annual self-review. Tell Celia she's doing an excellent job. That's Sanjar's to-do list. So, basically, he doesn't do anything. He's a bureaucrat. Which might be the bigger problem here, really. They left a bureaucrat in charge of what is a troubled and burgeoning colony, and now they're struggling to stay afloat. Got a couple executives in here who may or may not actually be doing anything useful. Let's read some more of these. Note to Otto. Otto, I've been checking your hours and you're well past due for some time off. Why don't you take a few days? You spend entirely too much time staring at that terminal. Your report looks excellent. The numbers are front and center, and you highlight our recent production gains nicely. One small adjustment. Could you increase the page margins by 17.3%? I want them to match the formatting of our other reports for maximum readability. See, this is all Sanjar is. He's a bureaucrat. He's got all these things he wants done, but they're just things that he has done precisely. He gives people time off so they feel like they're getting something out of him leading. He tells them to do a good job, even though all he's really doing is formatting reports. Like, it doesn't seem like he's actually doing anything here on Monarch other than keeping the gears turning. The terminals only be used for official communications, a summary report on conditions within Stellar Bay. Productivity has continued to improve since relaxing MSI's old restrictions and making allowances for employee benefits such as time off for illness and personal leave, 24.9% reduction in shift length, and 52.3% more positive feedback. Okay, so, I mean, there is some merit to what he's doing. Fishery output is up 15.2% this year, showing a continued but slowing growth trend. Decreased gains compared to previous years are likely due to the deterioration of materials and morale, occasional shortfalls in our supplies, and the gradual loss of personnel to marauders, 7.2%, hostile wildlife, 10.3%, and iconoclast recruitment, 17.4%. Reconciliation with the board remains a long-term goal, but the immediate concern is defending the city from hostile elements. Repairing damage to the city walls consumes approximately 32.8% of our annual budget. The best solution would be an influx of skilled defenders and weaponry, but given the aforementioned factors and their effects on the local population, such a solution remains unlikely. So if we could convince the iconoclasts to merge with the city and defend it, that would actually put them in a good position to earn their way back into the board if that's something we want to support. Working slogans. MSI, our profit margins are stellar. MSI Saltuna, 43.28% more nutrient dense than the leading brands. Stellar Bay, a tolerable center of commerce in a hostile and chaotic galaxy. Those could all use some work. Okay, so Sanjar's not terrible by any means. He really isn't. But I don't think that he's necessarily the kind of leader that can do what they wanted to do with this colony. Like, yes, he's managed to fix the working conditions, but at the same time, his solution to their problem of not having enough resources is to reintegrate with a board that will likely push for worse working conditions. Hello.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon.
Great.
What can I do for you today?
Grim asked me to check with you about his tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse.
Oh, is she?
But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Okay. Earlier, I overheard you say you were having money trouble.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again?
Parvati, calm down. Calm down.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Okay.
He's sort of the strong, silent type.
Well then.
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Maybe I can talk to him for you?
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed...
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
What do you see in
He
Sebastian?
doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity.
Okay.
You know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
It's hard for her to find a man that doesn't skip leg day. You really want to be with someone who you can't talk to? There are other fish in the sea.
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. She apparently doesn't want a dude that she can talk to. That's not what she's in the market for. So if we go find this Sebastian guy and...
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
What's going on, Agnes?
Thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
Okay.
Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed.
Calm down, take a deep breath, and tell me what happened.
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always.
Okay,
How can I keep him
Agnes.
safe if he's run away?
Agnes, you gotta tell me
He
things.
ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Okay.
Oh, Captain.
I get the feeling that Agnes's son is not a little kid.
Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find
All these annoying people, I always just walk by if someone is hysterical shouting. I get the feeling that her son is like 20 and decided to join the Iconoclasts, and that's why she's freaking out. She said there was a reward involved. I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home.
Yeah.
You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it.
Okay, Agnes, okay.
And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away
I
from their
think that
mothers.
this kid is probably like 20. Probably like 20, and he left to join the Iconoclast, and she's not happy. Which, you know, I mean, it's a mother's prerogative to panic over their kid, right? Like, not gonna fault anyone for that. But at some point, you gotta let them make their own decisions too, lady. You gotta relax and let them make the call. Zhang Shuren here is new.
Well, the only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's.
Kind of. We're doing some work for her. I'd love to trade with you.
All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Okay. That was an interesting way to put it. So she's got mostly stuff we've seen before. There's nothing really new here, which is fine. Cystopig tumors, that is gross. Got a couple hats here we could buy. That's interesting. Yeah, other than the hats, though, there's nothing at all that's new here. There's an MSI plasma rifle, which looks to be slightly different. A lot of these things are MSI versions, maybe? These are, at least. Very interesting. Mag 2 Ray. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice, and we want it. But we're not going to be able to get it right now, obviously, because A, it's stupid expensive, and B, we don't have high enough rep with them to even buy it yet. Let's take a look at this. Clean dead mantis worms from air filters. Purchase gaskets. Do not buy from Sebastian again. Those look like they'd been sitting in a raptor's belly. Get fish oil from Velma. Ask Catherine for resupply. Bother Sanjar about walls. Okay. So Sanjar hasn't been doing much of a job upkeeping this city at all. And I mean, I think that's probably the biggest problem that this city has, is that Sanjar hasn't been doing a very good job upkeeping it. His ideals aren't bad. Like, I don't know. I'm really caught in the middle with Sanjar as far as things go, because he seems like a decent dude, and he does seem like he's trying to make things better. But my fear is that in going back to the board, all they're going to do is ensure that the board starts sending more corporations here, and what's probably going to happen is this, right? The people that continue working for MSI and have slightly better hours and stuff like that, they're still going to be struggling. They're still going to be struggling. They're going to be living harder than the people that come here from other corporations. Those people are probably going to look like they're living the good life, when in reality, the only reason it looks like that is because they're corporate wage slaves who have to work crazy hours and stuff like that. Now, eventually, that's going to become attractive to the people that don't make as much, but have better work conditions, and it's just going to kill the culture. Like, over time, it'll slowly kill the culture. Oh, okay.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Well then.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
What up, homie?
I gotta get back to the warehouse.
Oh, do you? If you're going back to the warehouse, then I will gladly follow you, because I'm supposed to be finding Velma there. And if this is it, I didn't see her in there.
I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the salt.
I don't have time for this.
Okay, well, fine. You don't have time for it. I'll go back and talk to this lady then. Who is that? Just a resident. Anyways, I figured they'll just wash the culture out.
Hello, dearie. Well, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with
Okay.
sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Well then.
What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Are you in charge of handing out medicine? Who's Velma?
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of...
A temper.
Just the other day, I heard her shouting from here. I can't imagine what set her off.
Well, it sounds like the fact that nobody's moving
It's
Saltuna.
none of my business.
Are you in charge of handing out medicine?
Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
You seem energized, alright.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly...
Okay, so you're an old gossip that's kind of flirty, and it's honestly a little creepy. Let's see what else we can find out here, because I don't necessarily trust you either. Well then. Quite a bit of stuff in here. We're not going to take anything once again, because we're not trying to rip this place off. Just curious about what we can find up here, mostly in that terminal, to be honest. The terminal is the most intriguing part. Employee login. Please enter your assigned login credentials. If you've forgotten your assigned login credentials, please report to your supervisor for reassignment. Let's log in as Williams. Patient records. Please enter the name of the patient whose records you want to view. Good. Error. No patient found. Please try again. Return to root. Data storage. Williams E. Personal files for E. Williams. Note, reacticism plus pep you up. I had hypothesized that this combination might awaken my mind and senses to the greater realities around us. If that is true, then it seems my faculties were quite overwhelmed in the instance. Shortly, what have I missed in the last, like, 2 hours? Anna, we're exploring Monarch. Monarch is a planet that separated itself from the board. They basically got their independence by staying behind when the board abandoned the planet for being too dangerous. And now they've been giving workers time off and, like, health and medical. They're basically trying to take better care of their workers, but because they're not part of the board, they're struggling to actually sell the products they create and to keep the entire sort of system afloat. There's another group here, though, called the Iconoclasts that seem to want to openly wage war on the board. So we haven't met them yet, but we're waiting to meet them so that we can decide whether we want to help out the people that are trying to rejoin the board with their new work ethics and stuff like that, or whether we want to help the Iconoclasts that want to burn the board to the ground. I'm probably leaning towards Iconoclasts, but we'll see. Because if they're crazy, like if they don't actually have a plan for how you do that, then they're just raging against the machine and they're basically useless. So we'll find out when we get there. Shortly after the dosage, I experienced cold sweats, tremors, and mild paranoia. It is perhaps due to these latter effects that most of my notes from the episode are of little use. Nevertheless, the effects were invigorating. So this is like a doctor, I think, that's just trying out drugs. After my previous experiments, I theorized that deadening the external senses might allow the mind's eye to glimpse the eternal. Alas, I was only partially successful. The combination of substances quickly rendered me both blind and feeble, so much so that I soon fell into a stupor. I awoke some hours later. Number 3, notes Costa Loren, triple dosage, searching, file empty. Okay, so this guy just basically gave himself a bunch of drugs to see what would happen. Stellar Bride, she's a wide-eyed colonist from Earth. He's a hard-working Saltuna farmer from Monarch. Their attraction blossoms into a wild or whirlwind romance that transforms Stellar Bay. Okay. So this is from A. Edwards, and he's basically writing romance novels. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all those. Okay, so we can't set up a new account. But we have been able to determine that Dr. Williams is basically experimenting with different drugs just to see what happens. That is Abigail Edwards. So she would be the one that was writing the romance novel. Which is, you know, not surprising considering that she was super flirty with everybody. And who are you? You're Neil. Or Nell. Sorry, Nell. You just want to watch your games. People who want to make the board ethical and guys who want to burn it and start again. Yeah, exactly. So we're in the middle of that, and we haven't met the guys that want to burn it yet, but I'm more inclined to follow them because I worry that if we help this colony reintegrate with the board is just going to start sending other corporations here, and they'll just basically take everything back to the way it was. Most of the board will probably feel threatened that if they bring their people back here and their workers see how well the other workers are treated, they're going to want the same treatment, which will make them want to get rid of that treatment, you know? Like, you don't want...
What do you think you're doing?
Bruh, I just opened it. I just opened it. I was just leaving.
I don't have time for this.
Chill. Like that this game is very colorful. I'm a grayish artish or art style most of the time makes me even more don't... Yeah, no, I think that... So part of that, too, is that I think that the colorfulness of the world is meant to kind of provide this... It's almost like a contradiction, right? Because everything else in this game, like the actual story, is super grim. It's super grim. It's kind of dark. Like, this is sort of the eventual full collapse of capitalism as a societal method. And yet, everything is really bright and beautiful and colorful and pretty to look at, and it provides this wonderful juxtaposition against the story. And that's definitely an intentional design choice by Obsidian. Like, they're very good about that. And I definitely feel like... Sorry. I definitely feel like this is very, very different from Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas was a very sort of dead world by design. it was meant to feel kind of empty and vast, and it felt sort of the opposite of this, where this feels colorful and vibrant, like there's stuff going on. That does not. Sebastian Adams, what's up?
Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails?
What is your deal,
You look
homie?
like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Why would I want any of that? Let me see what you have.
Oh,
I'm
good.
curious.
Celia
I
hasn't
can't
come
not
by in a
look.
few
I'm
days,
curious.
So I haven't sold much.
So basically, you just sell this gross stuff to Celia. But why? Yeah, Obsidian is phenomenal.
Who's looking for some
I was
mostly
super
fresh
worried
animal
about this game when Microsoft bought the studio, but Microsoft stayed hands-off. They let them build this the way they wanted to build it, and it's just beautiful. I can't say enough how much I'm enjoying it. Let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Would you consider going on a date with her? She likes you.
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
No, I mean, she really likes you.
And I gotta admire anyone with her passion for canid hides. But you don't have to butter
You
me.
idiot, I'm trying to tell you that she wants to date you. Since you've got so much in common, maybe you should take her out.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her.
Smote?
Smote?
Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
She doesn't want a discount, she's attracted to you. Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
There we go.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
There you go,
That's the spirit,
Dum Dum.
Sebastian, be yourself.
Okay, so we just helped Dum Dum find love.
I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
God, Parvati is so adorable. Parvati is quite possibly the most adorable character I've ever had as a companion in a game. Like, that's another thing too. I can't say enough about how the companions don't feel like deadweight in this. I'm like always glad to have them with me, and I don't feel like they detract at all from my gameplay. Which is saying a lot, because traditionally people complain a lot about companions. They're just not generally considered to be fun, things like that. Yeah, capitalism collapsing. Who would have thought? An entire socio-economic system based on getting the most you can for the least product by taking advantage of other people. That'll never fail. Why would that fail? Okay, moving on from my personal qualms. Companion quest, find sweetheart cakes, the empty man. I'm looking for the one where we speak with Velma at the warehouse, because I need a marker for that. Yeah, there we go. Because we couldn't find her when we looked. Okay, put that away. Let's go find Velma and have a chat. Dear Velma, where are you? Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby need help on their their latest mystery. Yuck. Okay, this is her right here.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself.
Lady,
if she's in
calm
such a
down.
hurry.
Calm down. Catherine said she'd shove you in a box if you keep running your yap like that. Take it easy, I'm just looking around. What are you talking about, Catherine? I mean, do we lie to her here for the entertainment factor? What are you talking about, Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook.
Oh, okay,
I hope you
nah.
can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Okay. Your chief what? I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster. Let's talk about Caleb. Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back eventually. You can't constrain a person's freedom. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing if you say so? So find him and drag him out by his ears. He'll come back eventually. You can't constrain a person's freedom.
Double shifts either.
No, that's
Since
true.
you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments.
Gotcha.
Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply.
Yes, boss.
Something else on your mind?
You heard anything about Grimm's posters?
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell.
Oh!
That about cover it?
That's not cool. That is not cool. Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Surely we can work something
Sure
out.
can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Okay. Work with me. I'm helping you find Braxton.
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster.
All right, who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
She does sound easier to deal with, so it's about the money.
Damn right it is.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Caleb says they need a raise to keep up with prices around here. They're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that? Why can't you give him his pay increase? Caleb says they need a raise to keep up with the prices around
Tell
here.
him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts, which means we're all in the same boat.
Why can't you give him his pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple.
See, this is what I was worried about.
Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Max, I don't like you.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Sublight contractors at this rate.
You'll just give them more control over your business. Sandra's gonna notice your shortfalls. Are you willing to meet Caleb halfway?
For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Let's talk about something
Fine
else.
by me.
Give me one.
Sublight boss. out
Who's
of
this
Fallbrook.
Catherine?
Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
You said Braxton has been stealing drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
Okay.
And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna.
I don't really like Max at all. Like, Max and I do not have the same ideas about pretty much anything at all. He just kind of makes me angry. So ignoring that, we need to get Persuade up to 100 if we want to convince her that she shouldn't be hiring Sublight. Which is important here because we don't want her to hire Sublight. We want her to bring back Caleb. And if we can convince her to meet him in the middle, that is the best outcome for everybody involved. Now, the other option is we can go talk to Caleb. We do have Caleb's stash right now of bits. We have it. So we know that he's got a few bits sitting and waiting. Like, he's not, you know, poor as he wants to make out. Also, I get the feeling that Braxton is the dead guy in the apartment. And that Braxton is dead because he put in a bet at the betting parlor and did not, you know, win. Which is very unfortunate for him, but also not something that we can necessarily repair ourselves. What we could do is go talk to the betting parlor and be like, look, we know that you wrecked him, and if you don't want us to let everybody else know, then you're gonna make a few accommodations. Seems like that's probably a good idea. Let's talk to Caleb real quick,
Why don't you
though.
grab a chair?
We need to talk about
What did you
Velma.
want to discuss?
Bad news, you don't have the savings you think you do. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma? Velma's threatening to replace you with Sublight contractors. I'll talk to you later. Let's see. Or we can lie and say that Sandra's gonna fire Velma if you don't return to work. And they probably don't like that, or don't want that, because they do like Velma. Let's see. Velma's threatening to replace you with sublight contract.
I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
Oof, this is so tough. This is so tough. Okay, so we definitely need a way to boost our persuasiveness, and let's see if we have something that'll do it. If we do, it's going to be in these healing items. This is +1 mind attribute, so that possibly helps. What else? Body attributes. Armor rating. That's -1 charm. We need +1 charm. Body attributes. So that could potentially do +2 to body attributes. That's not necessarily going to... Oh wait, we don't need body, we need mind. There we go. Mind attributes +2. Not necessarily going to be enough. I wish we had something that was just straight up persuasion. Personality attributes. Wait, let's see our summary here. So personality is charm, intelligence and perception are mind. So we actually need personality attributes, which is what one of these is. That's mind. +1 to personality attributes, +1 to personality attributes. Lovely. Okay, so that'll give us +2 to personality attributes. I don't think that that's likely going to be enough. I really don't. Let's see if we can find anything else that does just like a straight up persuasion increase would be really nice. But I'm not seeing that anywhere. Yeah. I'm not seeing that anywhere. Let's take a look at our armor. We may actually have something with a little bit better persuasion available there. That is dialogue skills +7. That is dialogue skills +5. I don't know if we'll have anything that's dialogue skills more than 5. Yeah, there's another +5. Isn't a silver tongue kit pretty solid when it comes to that? Let's go look around, see if we can find a silver tongue kit, because if we can, that might be the difference maker here. It really, really could be. We could try just with the chems that we have. I just feel like the chems we have are probably not going to be enough. And if they're not going to be enough, we may need something more. We could also look in the vending machines and see what's available there, because there could be something there that helps. As far as, like, consumables go, not gonna be that. Hey, buddy, you sell stuff?
Well, well. Isn't often we...
Thanks.
Enjoy.
You've gained 0 G
Plan on
brew.
sitting through Nyoka's stories. You might could use a few.
Oh, was that the
I
case?
could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Let me see what you have for trade. Personality attributes +1. So all booze increases personality attributes, which is nice, because that means we can kind of use that to bolster ourselves. But we won't have enough just off that, I don't think, which is why I want to see the Silver Tongue mod, because I think a Silver Tongue mod does like 15 to dialogue skills or something, and if that's the case, and we put it into like an outfit or something, that could be the difference maker. It really could. Maybe we have one on the ship? How do we get back to our ship, actually? That's a better question here, because that could be very beneficial. There we go. Fast travel to the unreliable interior. Okay, so this might do it. If we can find some personality boosting in here, we can get our personality up to 100. We can just be like, look, lady, if you do that, you're just going to give the smugglers more control over the city, and you don't want that. That's our goal, is to be like, you really don't want to do that. The smugglers aren't cool. They are not your friends. Nightingale Step, Backpack, Geographic Scanner, Silver Tongue Kit. +5 to dialogue skills. Okay, so that's not actually going to make a difference.
Are such a human inclination.
Yes. Yes, they are. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to try popping just the chems that we have and seeing if that is enough. I hope it is. If it isn't, we may have to level up before we go talk to her to resolve this quest, which is fine, because if we do that, we'll just dump every point we can into persuasion. So let's go ahead and whammo. We do need to eat some food as well, otherwise we're gonna have a deficit, so we'll put some food in there and pop them a second time. Did that still give us the +2 to charm? I mean, we may actually need to swap in another bottle of alcohol now, because that may have taken away that bonus. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. Oh.
Captain, quick!
Oh. Oops. Oh boy, that was very close to dying. Persuade's only 77 here. Yeah, so we're still way, way shy. We're about 30 points shy, so we're gonna need more than one level if we want to do that kind of convincing. Oof. We are hurting pretty bad, too. So we're definitely not gonna be persuading Velma that Sublight's not the way to go. We need something else to make this work.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Okay.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Look, look, look.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh. I see what you're saying. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you...
Oh, yeah, yeah, me too. Me too. Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life. Fine by me.
Okay, so there's not a lot of good options there. We could go lie to Caleb and tell him that Velma's about to be fired, in which case he'll probably come back. It's not the ideal solution, but it may be the only one that actually works in this case. Let's go investigate Braxton first, because I gotta believe that Braxton being dead is a result of the gambling debt with Nell, and if we can resolve the Braxton situation for Velma, she might be more open to compromising on Caleb. So we need to figure out where the apartments are via the map. Zeng's Emporium. I think the apartments are right there next to Zeng's Emporium, so they should be up here and to the right, maybe? Boy, this town is kind of crazy. Like, it's really interesting in a way, too, though, because... Oh, that's not the apartments at all. I don't know. The whole town is crazy and interesting at the same time. Go to the journal and look for the thing to find Braxton. Convince Velma to negotiate. You acquired Caleb's stash of bits. Yeah, so we could basically screw Caleb over, but I don't want to. Family matter. The secret people. Go to Braxton's apartment. There we go. Never forget to inhale your raw meat. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, if you ask J-Mac, that's pretty much how I eat. I just inhale stuff. Out for deliveries. Dropping a care package off with Mathers in the old ruins south of Stellar Bay. Be back soon. Laura, I know you're reading this. Stay out of my things. Okay, so now we know where Braxton's at. And we should go talk to Nell and ask her about the betting stuff, too, because I feel like she probably had that dude killed. And that makes her kind of scandalous, and I don't like her. Which is sad, because I was going to fix her thing so that she could see the tossball games again, but if she's killing people because of betting, then we have a bigger problem. Hi there.
Here to catch a game? I'm afraid the transmission's still pretty bad.
No, I just want to know about the dude you
do
killed.
for you?
I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days.
Does she sound fake as hell to everybody else?
Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Cut to the chase. Do you know who did it or
I
not?
don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around.
Oh.
They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games.
Okay.
They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna find out that she paid them, but that's me. Maybe I'm just being paranoid because I don't trust people. This looks like the alley behind the place, potentially. For that to be accurate, this would have to be the place. It is not. Okay, so it's the alley behind the bar. I have to find... I get so lost in this town, though. Like, it's not a big town, but it's easy to get lost here. Is this the alley behind? I mean, it very well could be. It's crazy they put all these little alcoves behind stuff, too, though. It's a neat little touch, honestly. So this is the chef's place. Search the house Braxton was making delivery. Weapons from the void. Family matters. Investigate Elijah and his gang. It's the yacht club we're looking for. There we go. Okay. I get so lost in this town. Yeah, she had that fake tone in her voice, right? Where she was just like, oh, I'm so sorry that he's not here. It's almost like something bad happens to people that don't pay their debts. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
It could also be your secret
You're
gravesite.
already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof.
Oh?
And not that it's any of your business.
I'm making it my business.
Yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Okay, so maybe they did do it of their own volition.
Beat it. Huh? I don't have time for
Okay, but doesn't that make them murderers? Should we let them leave? Maybe we'll catch up with them in Fallbrook. We'll give them a few days to breathe. We'll catch up with them in Fallbrook and put them in the ground.
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway, what can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
That's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of town.
Glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town.
We'll talk to them in Fallbrook. Maybe they did it for Nell, but they'll probably tell us if they did. If you say so.
It really was on my to-do list.
Whatever, you are like
Still,
a cowardly
your
wonder.
intervention in the matter is much appreciated.
Thanks for the bits. But they make deliveries, don't they? They do, but Fallbrook, you have to remember, Fallbrook is the city that's being run by the smugglers. And the smugglers are essentially trying to buy their way into taking over Monarch, which makes sense because Monarch is a place full of sort of exotic beasts, and exotic beasts have exotic resources, and exotic resources go for a good price. So it honestly just seems like they're trying to sort of weasel their way into Stellar Bay so that they can essentially take it over and use this place as a way to poach rare animal parts and send them off into the galaxy. At least that's what my guess is. Let's go ahead and have a little chat with Nyoka here.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I like this person. I like this person. Good. Are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta... you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
I'll stay in chat, but you look like you've had enough. I'm told you can get me to an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we?
It's brass tacks.
Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business.
Yeah.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
How much time do you need? I don't need an escort. Just tell me how to get to Devil's Peak. Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good.
Oh, are they?
I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways.
I'm gonna use medical.
We'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a
They
stimulant.
work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, I'll be back. Oh, level 16. Skill and perk points available. Lovely. Okay, so skill points wise, we're going all in on Persuade here. That gets us much, much closer. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like that. Okay, let's apply that. Let's go take a look at our perks. What can we percolate here? Bonus to dialogue skills when you have no companions. So if we send our companions back, that would boost our dialogue, but we're already getting 10 from Parvati, so that would actually be useless. 20% vending, buying price, minus consumable weight, movement speed during TTD, companion ability cooldowns, chance to reset a companion ability, chance a companion cooldown on each critical, additional stock, unlock the ability to fast travel while encumbered, plus XP from companion kills, vendor prices. Vendor buying prices is probably actually something we could use. I might actually take that, because everything else in here doesn't seem that, like, important. Yeah. I'm gonna take vendor buying price, because that seems like the most important thing we can take. And that will unlock the final tier, I'm guessing, tier 3, which gives us access to some very nifty stuff. Just gonna look at this real quick. Thick skin is nice. Penetrating shots, your ranged attacks reduce the target's armor rating by 1. Ranged attacks inflict -1 armor rating for 10 seconds and can stack. That's huge. Your next attack after killing an enemy is guaranteed critical hit. That's also huge. Revive companions, that's a big one. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. That's a huge one. Boom, headshot. That's the first one we're getting. That is the first one we're getting. Okay. So we're gonna get the vendor prices for now, and then we're getting boom headshot. You know what? That actually reminds me, Name. I don't even have like a channel intro video. I've just got like a little 3-second thing that shows the logo and animates a bunch of text. Someday I'll do that. Someday I'll actually get around to that. Okay, so we gotta get Nyoka some droogs. Now we know where to get droogs. We gotta go find the old lady that's writing romance novels and seduce her into giving us the droogs. Oh hey, nice. Map marker's taking us to her. I wonder what happens if we talk to Nell now. Okay, so I gotta try this, because Nell's in the building behind here. Hi there.
Here to catch a game? I'm afraid the transmission's still pretty bad.
Oh, is it?
What can I do for you?
You said you were having trouble with the tossball game transmissions. Velma tells me you outbid Grimm for a signed tossball poster.
Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's
Okay.
no way I could pass that up.
So we don't have an option to follow up on that other thing.
I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits.
Could I trade you for it?
I don't know. This isn't just some poster. It's a genuine tossball artifact. The Black Hole doesn't even sign things anymore. He just puts a stamp on them.
Oh, really?
Of course, the only reason I asked Velma about it in the first place was because those Sublight fellas lost my shipment of official tossball jerseys. I was gonna line the walls with them. They're the new ones, now with authentic game time aroma.
My favorite fragrance.
Mine too. I wish I could order it by the gallon.
Gross.
Anyway, I guess they tried to take a shortcut around Amber Heights and ran into some trouble.
Cool, so if we can find the shirts, then we can save the poster. And yeah, there are a lot of druggies in this
My
town.
jerseys. If you could get those for me.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Okay. So I don't know if Nell was involved in the death of that betting person, but I still suspect her Hi, drug lady.
Hello again, dearie.
I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
What a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Okay, Granny Druggy.
Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
I don't know, Auntie. You have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks. That's private. It's for Nyoka. Actually, the pills are for me. That's a lie. Sure.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents.
Oh, do you?
Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people...
You don't give
do
five-finger
to get a
discounts,
little
Auntie?
extra?
You can't trust people
Except
these...
for you. I can tell. You've got one of those faces.
All right, look.
I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I don't know, Auntie. You have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks. God, why do I think that one's gonna work? Nyoka? She's not gonna give it to me if it's Nyoka, because Nyoka's cut off.
Aren't you a
I did the
saucy
sweet
thing?
cheeks thing. She's gonna like it.
I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience.
Oh, come on. Are we gonna kiss an old lady for caffeine pills? Is that what we're doing here? Alright, guys, I'm just gonna look the other way while I do this.
Much as I'd love to, my rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
Do we have no option but telling her that it's for Nyoka?
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us.
Look, lady.
Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
There must be some way I can increase Nyoka's allotment. When can Nyoka get her next dose? Doesn't anyone else on Monarch have caffeinoid? There must be some way.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Where can I find this Dr. Williams? I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You sure ought to be. I mean, if we find Dr. Williams, we can blackmail him because we know he's been stealing drugs and getting high. Or we can just persuade.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers.
Oh, are you?
And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Oh, forgetful.
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll eventually.
So you know! Where can I find
The
Williams?
town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some...
Where's the graveyard?
Graveyards near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dear. Chin up, dearie.
Okay, so we'll go investigate his body later. I just want to grab Nyoka. So first we're gonna do our injector, but we do need food. So stuff that raw meat in there. Nom nom nom. And then while we're at it, we're just gonna grab the caffeine pills, because who cares? We're not technically stealing, because we're taking them for our dear friend. Is that them? That's them. Caffeinoid. Got him. Let's get out of here. We'll find the doctor later.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Smells like wrapped in here. Oh, somebody's wearing the musk to cover up the smell of Saltuna. What's up, Nyoka? We got your caffeinoids.
You're back. Good news? Bad news?
God, look at her eyes. Got your magic pills.
Less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here.
Not looking for company on the road.
Whew, that hits the spot. Right in
Oh, look, her eyes aren't droopy anymore. That's a good little bit of detail right there. Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak.
Alrighty then.
We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
So, Parvati and Max both have business here. Nyoka's our new character. I definitely want to take her with us for a little bit. Who do we bounce back? I think we bounce back Parvati for a moment. I'd rather bounce back Vic or Max, because I don't like him. I'm gonna bounce Max
I hope
back.
you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you. So
Alrighty.
you keep Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Ah, okay. So we do have Nyoka. Let's go take a look at her skills and stuff. I like that she uses heavy weapons. That's a plus. Heavy weapons and a tremor cleaver. She does seem to have very light armor, though. Like, very light armor, but it gives her stealth skills, which is good. We don't really have better armor for her, per se. Bonus support lie. So she does increase our ability to lie. She can reduce the radiance of footsteps, so she helps if you're stealthy. And then I think the level stays the same for all your companions, but I'm not sure. I think that like it evens out, and that's by design. Nyoka deals bonus damage to creatures. Wow, that's useful as heck. So we'll do the lie bonus for starters. Okay, let's go take some things out. Let's see. We have some very, very big options here, region map-wise. I think maybe we just take this exit so that we can kind of do our exploration thing. Yeah, that seems like the right deal to me, and that exit to town would be right here. So turn this way, go back. Okay, so I'm technically supposed to end pretty 18 minutes ago, but I'm having fun, so I'm gonna keep going till 1 if you guys don't mind. And if B doesn't mind. B! Oh, well, I'll ask her when she's out here. Do you care if I go until 1? Okay. It's 12:20. I'm just making sure I'm not bugging you. Okay, cool. So we're gonna keep going, folks. We're gonna keep going. I only get to play this once a week, so I'm like, I want to drag it out as long as I can. Plus, I'm super excited to explore Monarch, because we haven't done this yet. And now we get to test out our stealth pistol, and we have a new stealth companion, and we have all this cool stuff going on. Slim and Shine Diet Toothpaste.
Can we talk?
Yeah, sure. What's up, Nyoka?
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
Okay.
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine.
Sure.
Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry.
Okay.
You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Well, I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that.
Where's the faith, Nyoka? Where's the
Asking
faith?
for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal.
So what you're saying is I should put a bullet in the back of your head now.
It's dangerous.
I'm honored you're asking, and I'm thrilled to accept. What can I do?
Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run.
Nah, I'm just having fun, Anna. I'm just having fun.
6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people
Okay.
pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places.
Aw, that's
the family
sweet.
We once were.
What do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects.
Okay.
I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
Okay, and after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home.
Okay.
A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems.
That's okay, Name. It's only another 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run it for a little bit longer. You can always check out the last 30 on the VOD or whatever. I'll put that up. We can find Rebecca and Anders. They'll know how to lure her out. Then we'll kill the... Okay. We're going to have to kill a Manta Queen. Sounds like fun. Let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
Let's see. I mean, if you don't want to catch the VOD name, we can always call it here. I'm fine with that, too. I'm just digging the game, and I was like, man, my time is running out. I want to keep going. I want to keep going. But, I mean, I've always got work to do, so I could always cut this off and go work on other stuff. Let's see.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish.
Raptidon Spitter there.
You reckon the smell ever goes away?
What is this?
Sea helps.
Just a really cool colored environment. Alright, let's try this new stealthy pistol out.
Gone quiet.
Doesn't seem that stealthy. We fired it and they saw us, so... Whoa there! Okay, Raptidon's down. Raptidon's down. We have this corrosive pistol, but I'm not sure if that'll do more. It probably does more to Raptidons because they're, like, organics. At least I would suspect that. I can't say for sure, though. Are these Raptidon eggs? Well, we can't shoot them either way. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Well, maybe we'll call it then. That's fine. I gotta look at Game Pass. You can only get that if you're on Xbox, though, right? Like, you have to own an Xbox to get it? Because I've thought about looking at it for PC, but I think you have to have an Xbox to get it. Remnant from the Ashes. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to take a look. Ooh, hello, Loots. I haven't kept up on, like, new releases as well as I should have. Actually, I'd have a friend remind me, like, hey, you know, Outer Worlds is coming out XYZ day. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had this on day one either. Nope. No spitting, sir. No spitting. Well, they got that thing. It's funny because the Raptidons actually remind me of the geckos in New Vegas, too. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'll have to check that out. You know what? Let's clear out this Raptidon camp and then we'll call it here. Ooh, Parvati, are you okay? Holy crap. Uh-oh. We are on our own here. There we go. Whew. The entire team went down. Yeah, no, that's totally understandable too. I'm honestly like, I think that Microsoft has a really, really good idea with the Game Pass and the way they're using it. And I'm not normally the guy that's gonna pat Microsoft on the back, but the idea of acquiring a studio like Obsidian and then putting their game on Game Pass to add value to the Game Pass is actually really smart. Especially since they probably funded the development, and everybody that buys Game Pass and plays it, that probably contributes some money to the studio as well. So it's honestly just a really, really smart way to do business and not negatively impact the actual development of the game. Because usually that's the problem when a big company like Microsoft gets involved, is that they negatively impact development. In this case, I don't feel like that happened at all. It honestly seems like they got more into Outer Worlds than they had wanted to get into it initially, which is probably the function of having that extra money from Microsoft. Uh-oh. Alright, survival of the fittest it is indeed. Holy crap. Ow. We are hurting there. Okay, get some more Raptidon meat there. And I'll probably save it up here, and we'll just call it right now. Okay, we're gonna save this up. We will pick up again next Saturday. Thank you guys for joining me. It has been an absolute blast. I really do appreciate having folks hang out. Not that I wouldn't have had fun anyway, because the game is amazing. So thank you all again, and I will see you next weekend or Monday if you decide to watch whatever video goes up then, because I will have a video up Monday. I don't know what it's going to be. I actually did record a starting episode for Endless Space 2 Unfallen, but I didn't go up with that yet because once I start a series now, people want them finished, and like most series run for 30 episodes, and I'm still debating whether Unfallen is what we're going to do for the next 30 episode thing. Anyways, thank you guys, and I will see you later. Bye!